Good snap to go. He's got plenty of time. Sends a deep spiraling punt. Fair catch called. Floor ball on the ground. Jumped on and recovered. Kyrie Lardy. Williams to his right. Patterson takes a snap, drops back. He's going to look quick over the middle. Intercepted. Claiborne the other way. Comets take the ball. Different back up. He'll give to Claiborne up the middle. Mark Claiborne through the secondary. We brought down 14. Mitchell across the middle. Good pass caught. Nathaniel Graves. Claiborne from the Wildcat. He's going to drop back, send it downfield. He's got his man caught. Wallace to the end zone. Triton. Touchdown. Touchdown. Comets. He's in the gun. He's got pressure. Can't get away. Brought down in the backfield. Boy, and that play blown up in the backfield. Tossed back to Myers. They needed another receiver, and they give left side. Looking for Lardy. Lardy around the edge. Flag in the backfield. Kyrie Lardy on his feet. Kyrie Lardy down the sideline. Looking downfield. Claiborne sends it away. Sideline. Got him. Got him. Triton Wallace. Left side. Goodbye. Touchdown. Comets. High snap. Will bounce right back to the punter, and a throw over here. Looking for Claiborne. Mark Claiborne puts a man on his back.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome to Twidwell Stadium. I'm Grant McNew alongside Noah Kent. You're getting ready to watch Star Spencer take on the Warriors from Anadarko in a district matchup, the first one of the season. Noah, are you pumped up?
Oh, yes, Grant. 100% pumped up. 110% pumped up. I'm ready for today.
You know what? I'm really glad you're pumped up as I try to adjust the levels here real quick. Now we're ready. Now we are ready. Yeah, and Noah, we have a situation here, okay? And the situation is we're missing our, what is it? A tripod. You don't have it.
That's right.
You don't have it, but it's coming. Desmond Williams on his way to save the day alongside Richie Overcash once again. Grant McNew, Noah Kent, Bryce Burns on production. Should we introduce everybody to the new face?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Come on over, Ben. Come on over, Ben. This is Ben. Here, crouch down a little. You see, you're right there. Yeah, right there, Ben. Ben, wave to the people at home. Wave to the people at home. Here you are, live on the internet, YouTube. You're going to be there forever. Don't do anything crazy, okay? Ben, you're about to watch a great football game. Are you excited? He said he's excited.
Yes,
he doesn't
sir.
have a mic. Okay,
Yes,
Ben,
sir.
back to your corner. Thank you. Oh, yes. But no, it's going to be a good one. District play, 3A, the first 3A district game in Star Spencer's history. So, coming in today, are you excited? Are you scared? What do you feel if you're Star Spencer right now?
Well, I'm definitely excited. Obviously, like you mentioned, they were 2A last year, and now they come in 3A so far. They are 2-1, and so they're looking for the third win of the season. Like you said, it's the first game of district play. And so I'm excited just to see what the Star Spencer Bobcats have in store for 3A district. I think they can definitely have the ability, have the talent to make a big push to potentially see a playoff berth. It's just a matter of can they put all the pieces together and actually make that a reality.
And, you know, fun fact for all the viewers at home who may or may not have joined by now, I know it's a little early, hoping for a 7 o'clock kickoff, but to my point, we've yet to see a kickoff hit directly on 7 o'clock. We got 7:01 last week, so over, under, 7 o'clock. Where are you feeling?
I don't know, man. I got to go over. That's what Bryce is saying over
Bryce,
here.
yes, producer Bryce is saying that. But with producer Bryce wanting to get in on the action right here, we've gotten our introductions out of the way. Coming up next is going to be a little bit more of a breakdown of what you're going to see on both sides. Again, Grant McNew, Noah Kent, and while you're looking, you might notice two ads, Noah, 2 ads right now. We're hoping to make that more heading into next season. Be on the lookout in future weeks for opportunities for next season sponsorships. But Grant McNew, Noah Kent, we'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And we welcome you back into the booth. Once again, Grant McNew, joined by Noah Kent, soon to be joined by Desmond Williams and Richie Overcash, our stats expert.
Yes, sir.
But let's take a look at the Star Spencer offense, and keeping in mind, Star Spencer 2-1 at this point in the season. Last year, they were 5-5, and 2-5 in district play. That was 2A. We talked about that pregame before we even went live a little bit. Jumped from 2A to 3A. Now you've got to make a statement for what the season's going to look like, and you're facing an undefeated Anadarko team that's really turned things around from this season as opposed to last season. But your offense for Star Spencer, the Bobcats, they're scoring right now 29 a game. 29 a game, including 42 last week against Capitol Hill. The scoring ability looks like it's there right now.
That's exactly right. The Star Spencer Bobcats offense is going to start and stop with their running game, specifically through their star running back, Travion Barber II. He's a junior this year and has had 60 carries for 540 yards. That's number 1 in 3A, and for all the stats that I could find, that's number 1 in the state right now as far as yards. So he's a star running back. They want to get the ball to him early and often and see if he can carry them to a victory today.
Yeah, if you remember last time we covered Star Spencer, Richie Overcash expertly compared him to Le'Veon Bell. Patient runner. He's a smart guy. Sees the lanes, opens up, and he takes it, whatever the defense gives him. Exactly what you're looking for in a running back, especially with your 1 through 3 down back. But also in the backfield is Corian Morgan, and we compare him a little bit to KJ Jefferson over at UCF. So bigger body guy, and I think the duo right there is going to be a big key for this offense against the defense of Anadarko, who right now is allowing 27 a game as opposed to their 38.5 last year.
That's exactly right. And, you know, even though 27 a game may sound a little bit above average, it's really the eye test that stuck out to me. Their linebackers fly around the field. Their safeties as well. They have a really good secondary. And so that's going to be a tough matchup for the Star Spencer running game. And so we're interested to see just, you know, who gains the upper hand today. If it seems like the running game is getting shut down, it's going to have to, at least the offense is going to rest on the shoulders of Corian Morgan to see if he can potentially get some positive yards for the Bobcats through the air.
Yeah, and with the defense of Anadarko, they're going to come out a lot in a 4-3 look, and they allow their linebackers to roam a little bit. You'll see some over and under looks, but they trust the linebacker crew. Like you said, they fly around the field. They fly to the ball, a lot of gang tackles. Here's what I did notice, though. A weakness, if any, in this Anadarko defense is open field tackling. They struggle a little bit. They arm tackle a little bit. But if you break one, you got to get upfield quick because there's 2 or 3 right behind them.
For sure. Obviously, the Anadarko Warriors, they've been in 3A for a while now. They've been in 3A for a while. They haven't always had the most success. They were 2-8 last year, 4-8 the year before. This year, they're 3-0. And so it seems like maybe things are turning around. So it's a statement game for both teams right now to see who truly is for real and who maybe is not.
Yeah, and, you know, for the offensive side for Star Spencer, you've got a defensive line against you that seems to mostly just be picking up blocks for the linebackers and safeties to go make plays. I think you've got to be running the ball between the tackles upfield, get 3-4 yards a gain, and hope you can break one eventually.
100%. And the best thing about that, Grant, is that you have a running back that can do so. One thing that impressed me about Travion Barber the first time that we watched him is that it always seemed that he would fight for that extra yard, fall forward for a couple yards, maybe turn that 2-yard gain into a 3 or 4. Then obviously he has the breakaway speed to hit a long run. He has a 96-yard touchdown run underneath his belt this season. So he has the best of both worlds. It's just a matter of can he put it all together and, like I said, carry this Bobcats team to a victory.
Yeah, in my notes for this game, I said that Star Spencer, they don't run the ball. They don't run the ball. They run the ball.
Yeah.
They run the ball. So you've got to be ready for that defensively if you're Anadarko. This is a team that's coming at you heavy. They're coming at you mean. They're coming at you ready to prove something, a chip on the shoulder, and that's a terrifying team of you don't really know what you're looking at yet. They've only played within the district. You haven't seen them in 3A yet. So you see kind of some, I don't want to say question marks in this situation, but as Anadarko, do you look at the offense and maybe see some question marks with a scary face next to it? Maybe a scary emoji, as the kids would say?
I mean, I guess you could say that. I guess the thing that scares me the most, obviously, you have a known factor in Travion Barber. But I think the X factor, or I guess the unknown, the variable, is going to be Corian Morgan. He has a 3-touchdown to 2-interception ratio this season. We know that he can potentially tuck it and run. And so it's just kind of up in the air of just how impactful he can be on the offensive side. How can he carry the team without maybe a strong running game that they've had in previous games? So I'm really interested just to see how he plays this evening.
Yeah, I've got a couple keys here for the offensive Star Spencer coming into today. Number one, Travion Barber, he's going to need to have a huge day. I believe that right now. He's going to need to have a huge day. But on top of that, I think your clock management is going to be big. Keep the ball out of the hands of the Anadarko offense, which we'll go over momentarily. Keep the ball out of their hands, right? Make sure that you are holding on to it. No mistakes. You have to play mistake-free football today. You have to, because you've got a tough team across the way.
Yeah, on that, I think last time that we watched the Star Spencer Bobcats, they were against Northwest Classen, and they started off well. They started off running the ball right down Northwest Classen's throat. They're having good success. And then their mistakes kind of got in their way a little bit, and it ended up being a closer game towards the end of the game. So really looking forward to see what maybe if there's any mistakes that they've ironed out in practice these couple weeks.
Yeah, my final key for the offense is going to be, hey, run mean and between the tackles. We already talked about that a little bit. But the mean is the most important part. You have to come out angry. Yeah, I played Pee Wee football, okay. Pee Wee football up to 9th grade.
Okay.
My dad always told me, Grant, you got to be mean out there. And you know what I told him? Dad, they haven't done anything to me. So my career was short. Their career a little bit longer than mine. So go out there, run mean, but play clean also. Looking on the other side for the defense of Anadarko, I have a couple keys for them as well. Fill gaps, form tackle, do your job. If you're Anadarko, the Warriors need to come out here and do what they're supposed to do.
I have nothing else to add to that.
Yeah.
I think you said it perfectly. It's going to be a tough matchup, but they have the ability to shut the running game down. They have the ability to really just shut the offense down in general. It's just a matter of can they limit those big plays and get off the field on 3rd down.
Yeah, and if you're going to score against this defense, you're going to have to break tackles, and I hope to see a lot of broken tackles tonight. We're going to take another break, step away, and be back for the next segment of this pregame coverage. Grant McNew, Noah Kent. We'll be back.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Well, we bring you back into the booth here, ready for the next part of this pregame coverage here on the Call Sports Network. Anadarko getting ready to take on Star Spencer of the Bobcats, who are at home tonight here at Twidwell Stadium. It's going to be a blast. Can't wait for that. Looking at the Star Spencer defense, this is a team that last season allowed 36 points per game, Noah. But so far this year, given it is early, this is the first game in district play, but so far this season, they've only allowed 17 per game.
That's exactly right. We were very impressed by the defense the first time that we watched them against Northwest Classen. They seemed to just kind of make Northwest Classen make the mistakes on the offensive ball. They seemed very disciplined. They kind of allowed Northwest Classen back into the game in that second half, but all in all, it seemed like they knew what they were doing. They had their assignments. They seemed like a very disciplined defense, which is rare, to be honest.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma City Public School football. And so
whoa, Noah, whoa.
I keep it real. I was impressed. So we're looking for the same, just to limit mistakes, not jump off sides, not pass interference or anything like that. Make sure that you just allow the offense to make their own mistakes.
Well, they got a bit of a tune-up game last week as well, only giving up 8 to Capitol Hill. That was a tough one for the Red Wolves over there. But, looking at the formations for tonight, the 4-3 look you're going to see from Star Spencer, very comparable to what you're going to see on the other side from Anadarko. But also, towards the goal line situations, they kind of shift into a 4-4, maybe even bringing, a 4-4 extra linebacker, but sometimes maybe even extra safety coming in for that spot. So look for that a little bit of the shifting formations within that 4-3. They don't usually get a ton of penetration, Noah.
Yeah, that's for sure. We didn't really see much QB pressure last time we watched them. But I think that kind of just speaks into how disciplined they are. They know that they can play good coverage on the back end, once again, force the quarterback to make those mental mistakes, those interceptions, maybe force a throwaway, and they're completely fine with that. The classic bend, don't break defense.
Absolutely, and against this Anadarko offense, you're probably going to need it as they're scoring 45 points per game, as opposed to get this 19 last season. Talk about a jump. In our first few weeks of the season, you go from 19 a game to 45. That is monumental.
Well, obviously, there's a reason why they're 3-0, Grant. There's a reason why they're 3-0. And a lot of that speaks to the defense, obviously. If you score 45 points per game and the opponent scores 46, you're going to lose every time, right?
Right.
But scoring 45 points per game has to go into it just a little bit. Obviously, that's very impressive. That ranks very highly in the state as far as offensive ranking. So we're interested just to kind of see the matchup today. Obviously, like I said, bend, don't break defense. So they don't allow many points on the season. And then, obviously, in Anadarko, 45 points per game. So it's going to be an interesting matchup for sure.
Well, and coming into this week, Anadarko shows off a couple of shifty receivers and also some pretty tough to bring down running backs. But on top of that, this is kind of my highlight player for the Warrior offense. It's going to be number 10. That's Jacoby Talent, and he is a talented fella. Quarterback position playing extremely well with his legs. I'm an Arkansas guy. But also shout out Boise State. Little Talon Green in him a little bit, the way he plays. Look out for it. His legs, long strides, quick guy, good cuts, going to jump. I hope he tries to hurdle somebody, kick him in the face. We saw that last week in the Arkansas game. It would be awesome. But, you got a dangerous quarterback, but also hard-nosed running backs and shifty receivers. That's a recipe for success for any offense.
Obviously, and, on the other side of that, going back to the Star Spencer defense just a little bit, that speaks into how disciplined they must be. On read option, making sure that you still contain the quarterback. On, maybe run pass options, making sure that you the linebackers don't buzz down and try to stop the run, and then all of a sudden you throw it in behind them. So it's just, like I said, I've said it like 2 times already. I'm going to say it a 3rd time. It's going to be a very, very interesting match between the Star Spencer defense, the Anadarko O.
Yeah, a couple keys for the Star Spencer Bobcat offense. Number 1 is start early. We've seen a couple slow starts from really every single game that we've covered. If you come out here and you start slow, you're going to be in trouble. And that's a hole that you may not be able to dig out of with a high-powered offense on the other side. Also, you have to win every single play at every single position, Noah. You aren't allowed to let up. If you let up, you're going to, again, be in trouble. On top of that, I like this one. Family. Not family. Noah, not family. Family. You got to come out, play as a unit, take over on the defensive side, and dominate. That's the only way you're going to be able to hold up in this ball game. But for Anadarko's offense, my key is don't turn the ball over. On top of that, force your pace. High-scoring offense, they want to go fast, they want to play hard, they want to make big runs. They're going to have to force that.
Yeah, for sure. And especially if, like you said, for the keys to the Star Spencer offense, if they do decide to have a very ball control offense, kind of run the clock down a little bit, then you're going to have to take advantage of every possession that you get if you're Anadarko.
Absolutely right. We've already got some captains on the field. Here's what we're going to do, okay? It is, 6:46. Our schedule says 6:52 is usually when we take this break, but here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to take a break here, barring any other thoughts.
No, I think we covered it all, man.
We covered it all. We're going to take a break, get set up for action. Oh, it's Friday night. It's Friday night, Noah.
At Twidwell Stadium.
At Twidwell Stadium, campus of Star Spencer High School. I'm pumped up, excited, ecstatic. Any other words? Whoop, whoop. There we go. Okay, we're going to take a break and be back after this.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Well, we bring you back to Twidwell Stadium, home of the Bobcats, as Star Spencer gets ready to take on the Anadarko Warriors. Anadarko won the coin toss with captains Jacoby Talent, Fabian Sankadata, and Caleb Shook. Star Spencer brought out Corian Morgan, Cameron Brown, Josh Shane Mance, and Casimiro Mims as they are set to receive in the first half. They will go left to right. Star Spencer gets ready to run out from their banner. Noah, are you excited for some football?
Yes, of course, man.
Yes.
Every day with football is a good day, in my opinion.
I can't disagree.
It's the national pastime. It's high school.
Yes,
which,
it is.
That's a bunch of fun. We're at historic Twidwell Stadium, and we're in Star Spencer, man. So I'm excited.
Yeah, Star Spencer wearing their full grays with that deep blue lettering. Oh, it's a nice look. It's a clean look. Anadarko in white and purple. The Warriors coming to town, hoping to improve on their 3-0 season. Star Spencer hoping to move to 3-1 and push the Warriors to the same record. Grant McNew alongside Noah Kent, soon to be joined by Desmond Williams and hopefully Richie Overcash. We're hoping that things work out with that. There could be issues, there might not be. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, we'll get ready for the opening kickoff. It is currently 7 p.m. Beautiful day for some football. What do you think, Noah?
What do I think, Grant?
Well, I think
I think, Grant?
It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's true. That was in the back of my mind. But what I was thinking is I need some Grant's facts.
Yeah, throw up Grant's facts real quick. I completely forgot about that. Here's district play starts tonight. This is a rush version. Star Spencer equals Big Undercat. We'll talk about the rankings momentarily. It's National Chocolate Milk Day. I had my chocolate milk earlier after the gym. Also, you should subscribe.
You should.
We've got OKC Public School football every single week, and you don't want to miss it. Back deep is Jalen Jones for Star Spencer as Anadarko prepares to kick off from their own 40. It is silent. It is still 7 p.m.
Nope.
7:01 at kick. Short kick should be picked up by the Warriors. Ball still bouncing around. And it looks like Anadarko missed a golden opportunity with a pooch kick. Should have been taken by Anadarko, but Star Spencer going to be set up with great field position.
That's exactly right, Grant. It looked like Star Spencer was caught off guard. A little bit of an onside to start off, and then it looks like Anadarko was in perfect position. They just couldn't find the ball.
So the Bobcat offense trots out. They're going to be led by Corian Morgan and crew. Jalen Jones out there as well, running to the left side as Morgan has Travion Barber lined up in the backfield with him. Also, keep an eye out as Josh Shane Mance may make an appearance, but also Cameron Brown. He's on the near side wideout. See big things out of him today. Now the give, Barber, right side. Barber pulled up right around the original line of scrimmage. He's going to be brought down for no gain.
Yeah, to your point, Grant. we got a little bit of inside information.
We did.
On Cameron Brown. We were told by a coach here to look out for him. He apparently has a real deep threat ability. We're hoping that he showcases that tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Coach Mo.
That's right.
Now they're going to send Jalen Jones to the sideline. The referees have an issue with his uniform. Not exactly sure what's wrong. Might be something with his shoes. Or his pants, something. I don't know. His knee pads. He's no knee pads. Wow, okay. So the give, again, Barber. He's got an open lane right side. Travion Barber down just shy of the 50-yard line. Boy, right next to the first down marker. Will they give it to him? They will. First down Bobcats against the Warriors here on drive number 1. And that's what we talked about earlier. Start early, Noah.
That's exactly right. And that's what I like to see if I'm the Star Spencer Bobcats. It was 2nd and 10, but you're not afraid to run the ball, especially with a running back like Travion Barber in the backfield. Unfortunately, though, he looks like he's going to be on the sideline for this play.
Barber on the sideline. Morgan drops back to pass, looks deep. He's looking for Cameron Brown and just overthrown as Brown had his man beat. That was Napoleon Camp in coverage. Brown had a step on him. Morgan just missed him.
Yeah, and if the Anadarko Warriors are going to play you one-on-one coverage, why not take that? I mean, obviously you just converted on a 2nd and 10 last last series.
Yeah.
You might as well take a shot, and now that you're feeling confident that you can get a 2nd 10 this time around.
Barber back in for the pistol set. He's behind Morgan. Morgan with 2 wide on each side. Corion, hard count. No one jumps. And the Warriors set early in this 4-3 defense. 1 safety over the top. Now Morgan fakes the give. He wants to take himself up the middle. Hard runner. He's going to get a couple. Lowered his shoulder into the defense. Push forward for an extra few.
Looks like the Anadarko Warriors linebackers are playing really close to the line of scrimmage. They're really prepared for that running game. So if the Star Spencer Bobcats can potentially pull some sort of play action or something like that to draw the linebackers even closer to the line of scrimmage, it looks like there's going to be a lot of space in the middle of the field.
Play action has been an issue for Anadarko's defense. On occasion, they're still a pretty disciplined group. Of course, 3-0 proves that. Now Morgan, they give to Barber up the middle. Travion held up in the backfield. There is nowhere to go. The Warriors swarmed him that time. Looked like the charge was led by Miles Huardo. From that linebacker position. We talked about the linebackers a lot. Now on 4th down, punt team out for the Bobcats. So you do get a first down, Noah. That's something to build off of.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously you saw some sort of just plays that you can build on. Obviously you had that 10-yard run on that second down play. You had the deep shot where your man had a step. So you see that the defense of Anadarko is definitely susceptible. There's definitely holes in it. They just weren't able to take advantage of it that time.
And a delayed game call on the way. And Star Spencer didn't get everybody out in time. So they'll back him up 5 more to the 45 for this punt. Set to kick is Jamari Hayworth. Napoleon Camp back deep. Hayworth under pressure does get it away. This ball's going to bounce. We'll see where it goes. Good bounce for the Cats. And it's going to drop at the 31. Decent punt. Puts the Warriors on their own 31. What do you think, Noah, heading into this first offensive drive for Anadarko?
Well, obviously, like you said, you want to start fast. You don't want to give this crowd this team any momentum that they're you don't want to hand over momentum early in the game. I'm really looking to see kind of which route they go to. Do they start with the run? Do they start with the pass? Which phase of the game do they kind of focus on to start out this first half?
Now the Warriors. Quarterback under center. That's Talon. He sends a man in motion. Joseph Wesley. Now Talon, the give to the right side. Brought down backfield. That was Reggie Anderson back there bringing down the hard running back.
Jay Sean Mance in the backfield as well. That's exactly how you want to start out. If you're the Star Spencer Bobcats defense, you get a tackle for loss. You push the Anadarko offense back. It's now going to be 2nd and 12. Hopefully they can build on this.
Nowhere to go that time for Troy Pendarvis. Now a quick snap, screen right side. There's the lane out there. This one's for Napoleon Camp. He's got the sideline, lowers the shoulder and jumps out. So Napoleon Camp with a big first down for the Warriors.
Yeah, great play call right there. If you're Anadarko, you try him up the middle, you get stuffed. Well, what do? You just go right back out to the outside with that screen play, gets him a good gain, and now you're right back to first down.
Clock running. Now Jacoby Talent from the pistol. Pendarvis behind him, and everybody's going to jump early. This one should be against number 55, Logan Smith, on the offense. Looks like that's the call. The Warriors back up. So 1st and 15 now for Anadarko. Quick snap, read option, the lane up the middle. Gave him a couple, but not much else for Pendarvis.
Now you're back to a little bit of the similar situation that you had to start the game. You got the negative play. You put them to push them to 2nd and 12, and now you're right back to that. 2nd and about, I don't know, we'll call it 13 or so. Now you have a second chance to get off the field, to force them into a long 3rd down. Looks like they're going to go one safety back here on defense.
Anadarko from the gun. They're going to roll Talent out to his left side. He's got a man downfield, sends it away. Good pass, dropped by Joseph Wesley. So here you go, to your point, Noah. 3rd and long coming up, a chance to get off the field with this play as Wesley had an open lane out in front of him. He just dropped it.
All right, you're right back down to 3rd and 14 now if you're the Anadarko Warriors.
I just tried to tell you the yardage on my hands, and I failed. Wow, I haven't felt that way since I was a toddler. Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad
I still don't know what
at
you're
home
trying to
could see
say
it.
to me.
Oh, man. Talent dropping back. He's got pressure behind him. Quick, dropped again. He had a wide open man. That time it was number 42. That's Ferris Satir. And he just let it fall out of his hands.
Man, you get the long 1st down conversion on the screen pass. You look like your offense had just a little bit of momentum to start the game, and then that possession right there riddled with just mistakes. You had 2 drop passes. You had a false start, and now you're looking at 4th and 14.
So now Jalen Jones back to receive deep. Reminder that he was thrown out or forced to go to the sideline earlier for not having knee pads. Now he's back out there. He's got him. Talent takes the snap. Rugby punt. Good punt. That one's going to bounce and be down inside the 10. Still rolling. And will finally be touched down at the 6. Long field ahead for the Star Spencer Bobcats. Good news and bad news. Good news is we're going to hear from Des Williams right now. Desmond, what are you thinking?
Well, right now I'm thinking, Star Spencer, let's get something going, baby. You know, it's early in the game. Let's put some points up on the board. How about it?
Yeah, baby. That's what I like to hear from Desmond Williams. Thank you, Desmond. We'll hear back from him again later. Excellent report. From the camera, by the way, man of many talents.
Yes, sir.
So the Bobcats deep in their own territory now. Corian Morgan out there alongside Travion Barber. They expect a run play to start things off. Let's see. No, it's a pass. Morgan drops back, sends it deep. He is looking for Jones, and he's got him on the sideline. Did he grab it? He did not. Foot was out of bounds. They'll call it incomplete. Jalen Jones beat his man, made a good grab as the throw was on the money, just couldn't drag the toes. Referee on the near side said he's out of bounds. Everybody was moving up. And now they'll finally back them up. Here you see on the replay. Right there. Yeah, I think his foot was on that line. It was a close one.
That's the 2nd time the Bobcats have gone deep to start this game. And obviously they saw something in film. They saw something in the coverage that the Warriors are giving them. They feel like they have a good shot. Obviously, they've gotten a step on the defensive back both times. And that one obviously was completed, just happened to be out of bounds.
Hey, remember, you can make your voice heard at home in the live fan feedback, a.k.a. the YouTube comment section. We can see it. We might read it every now and then. It's a lot of fun. What do you think about that? Tell us. We want to hear. Flag in the air. This one, I believe, is against the offense, so they'll back him up a little bit further. Delay a game. Second one of the contest for Star Spencer. Got to put the shovel down, Des. Look at him. He thought that was funny. He thought he was going to talk to you, Noah. Oh, man. Morgan from the pistol. Barber behind him. Now Corian takes snap. He's going to give to Barber. He bounces it right side. He's going to break one tackle. And like we talked about pregame, you break one, there's a couple more right there to grab you. And that's exactly what we saw.
Yeah, great job right there by the senior, number 88, Caleb Shook. The linebacker, he crashes down. Obviously, he ran through an arm tackle by number 74, Brad Neal, but it was number 88 that was able to shake him up. Caleb Shook able to shake him up at the end of that play.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Bobcats. 3 wide to the left, 1 out to the right. Travion Barber in the backfield with Morgan, per usual. And a flag will fly before this play starts. There's a corner blitz on the way. I think Morgan might have been in trouble right there. Well, they haven't been to a game in 20 years. I believe this is against Anadarko. Yeah, it is. Neutral zone infraction is what it looked like to me. So they'll back the Warrior defense up, make it a little bit more of a manageable 3rd down. Oh. Did I speak too soon? Did I speak too soon?
A Bobcat, 20 years now.
Oh, 20 years. He is a Bobcat. They've got merch down there by the concession stand. It looks pretty good, too. I think it's cool. So that one against the offense. 3rd down and 14 now. Morgan drops back. He's got time. Sends it towards the sideline, just high. Cameron Brown was open. Could have turned that upfield for a lot more, but the throw was just out of his catch radius, a little high. That one hurts a little bit for the Bobcats, Noah.
For sure, you definitely want to get the ball into the hands of your playmakers early. Right there, Caleb Brown, he had a step, he had space to turn it upfield, wasn't able to corral it. Your defense got you a good stop, got a punt. Unfortunately, the offense not able to take advantage of it. Now they're punting it right back.
Heels on the back of the end zone for Jamari Hayworth. Low snap. Trouble corralling it. Now he's in trouble in the back of the end zone. Breaking tackle, still going. Hayworth sends it away and dropped by Travion Barber. Boy, a broken play, but if Barber holds on to that one, he's gone for a long way, maybe even 6. Nobody was behind him. He wasn't expecting the pass. Oh, man. Oh, man.
First off, I'm impressed by Hayworth.
Oh, yeah.
Having the presence of mind to break tackles, find the open receiver, even though you're a punter. I don't know. Maybe with that tackle breaking ability, maybe you should be playing a different position, Grant.
Talent under center. Man jumps. I think they'll back the offense up for this one. And they will.
Second false start penalty of the game for the Anadarko Warriors. In addition to that, you've had 2 drops. Man, even though you get wonderful position, you cannot afford to spoil it. You know, you get gifted with a broken play. They definitely put this one in the end zone.
Now a timeout called, it looks like, by the Bobcats. We'll take it with them. Take a break, come back right after this. You're watching OKC Public School Football on the Call Sports Network.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And we bring you back to the field. Goal line offense out there for the Warriors. Under center is Jacoby Talent. Talent The man deep in the backfield, that's Pendarvis. Talent, handoff to Troy, brought down in the backfield. Short loss on the play for the Warriors, and the Star Spencer defense has been in the backfield already. Seems like almost every other play.
That's exactly right. They are forcing the offense to make their own mistakes. They're not gifting free yards to the Warriors. Instead, they're standing strong. They force the offense into a 2nd and 15 or so. Man, I can't get over it. Anadarko cannot spoil this great field position.
Now the toss on the right side. That one brought down again. Nothing doing for the Anadarko offense on the ground. Okay, Noah. 3rd down and goal. 3rd down and goal. And a long way to go for it. What are you calling here if you're the Warriors?
I mean, I got to go pass. The unfortunate thing is that the 2 passes that you've thrown have both been dropped. Actually, I take that back. You did have that one screen pass.
Well, Talent's going to roll out to his left. Does he have space? No, he breaks one tackle. He's in trouble. Sends it back in the end zone. Open man overshot him. He overshot a wide open man in the back corner. As Izu Nwankwo puts the strap on. I love it. I love it. 4th down coming up. We'll see what they decide. I would expect them to go for the touchdown here. Either way, after this play, we're going to hear from Richie Overcash, our stats expert. Talent under center. Fakes the give. He's got a wide open man. Touchdown, Warriors. The play action worked to perfection. 6 points for Anadarko. Extra point on the way. After this extra point, again, we'll hear from Richie Overcash for the first time tonight.
Unfortunate turn of events right there for the Star Spencer D. You got him into a 4th and goal from about the 9-yard line. And great job, though, by the Anadarko Warriors, able to convert that. Should be up 7-0 to start this game.
And no good on the extra point
I take it back.
attempt. Now, Richie Overcash, what do you have for us?
Yeah, so looking at the stat sheet, we got Jacoby Talent, 2 for 5, 25 passing yards and a touchdown. But not all positive for Anadarko. Not really running the ball too well. Troy Pendarvis, 4 carries, 3 yards. And then we go to Star Spencer offensively. Also struggling to move the ball, 0 for 3 passing. Also combining for 5 carries and 10 yards as a team.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Richie. You know, from what we've seen for the most part, the Anadarko offense has been pretty dysfunctional. They've had a lot of drops, had a couple false starts. Really, the only reason they're up 6-0 right now is because their defense forced them to a bad punt, got them out off the field on 4th down, and they were gifted just great field position right there near the goal line.
Now the Warriors set to kick it off again, 2nd time tonight, and man, for a second I really thought Star Spencer was going to get that stop on the goal line. So the defense so far shown up for the Bobcats, the offense hoping to return the favor on this drive.
And remember, they tried to onside last time they kicked off.
Well, they'll do it again. This one, well, no, it's a little bit deeper. It's picked up by Jones. Jalen reversing field, spins away from one tackle, breaks through another. Still being drug around on his feet. They're going to throw a flag. They may get a face mask or a horse collar on this one as Jalen Jones just fought to stay up.
Yeah, that's what I saw, Grant. Great return right there by Jalen Jones. Looks like they're going to tack on 15 extra yards. They should get the ball somewhere closer to midfield. So once again, great starting position for the Bobcat offense.
Personal foul, face mask against the kicking team. So 1st down coming up for the Bobcats. They'll get a few extra after the flag. You see another deep shot. You feel like you're just like right there from getting the deep shot to connect.
Yeah, and honestly, we've seen good things from the Star Spencer offense so far. You know, if I had to say, I would say that the offense for the Bobcats is really outplaying the offense for the Warriors, just as far as, you know, the eye test. Then we look down at the score and it's 6-0. So I think it's just a matter of time. Can Star Spencer put it all together? They've had good opportunities. Can they take advantage of them on this drive?
Morgan takes a snap, give to Barber up the middle. Barber trying to jump cut, nowhere to go. The defensive line and linebackers were swarming for the Warriors. Looked like Malachi Beaver was in there, as well as, once again, Miles Huardo. Now 2nd and 10 coming up again. After that play. 2 wide on the right, 2 on the left as well. Barber in the backfield with Morgan. Corian drops back. He had nowhere to throw that football. Good read by him to pull it down and just take the sack.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It looked like he tried to go to the screen pass. Wasn't there. Looked like it may have been picked if he threw that. Just try to create something with his legs. Ended up having a tackle for loss, but much better than the turnover there. If he's able just to maybe to hold it on a little bit longer, maybe it's not the read, but number 4, Cameron Brown, had a streak down the sideline. Maybe something to think about if you're the Star Spencer offense. Maybe put that play in your back pocket because it definitely opened a lane for your star wide receiver.
Morgan drops back, deep drop. He's going to send it towards the sideline. Tough pass. Was dangerous, intended for Izu Nuenko. Could have been intercepted as Napoleon Camp was making a play over to it. Sails harmlessly out of bounds.
Man, on that play as well, you had Cameron Brown 1v1 with his matchup. If I'm Corian Morgan, I'm just trying to find a way to get the ball into the hands of my best receiver. Obviously, Coach Mo, he told us about Cameron Brown beforehand.
Yeah.
And then obviously we watched Cameron Brown last time we had Star Spencer. So it's unfortunate that they had an incomplete pass right there. Hopefully they can connect later in the game.
So 4th and 17 coming up. Punt team out. And a timeout called. I think we'll take this one with him as Star Spencer calls for a break. We'll be right back after this.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Punt more formation for the Bobcats. Pressure with a high punt, just getting over the defensive hands. It's going to bounce back towards the line of scrimmage. Star Spencer was just letting it roll. You just have to know better than that. No, plain and simple.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, decent punt overall.
Oh, yeah.
For Jamori Hayworth. Much better than last time. But just unlucky bounce right there. Was bouncing back towards the Star Spencer Bobcats. You got to pick that up. You want every yard that you can get in this game.
1st and 10 coming up for the Warriors. Their offense hasn't been bad. They've just made a couple mistakes that have really cost them big gains. They do have the lone touchdown on the game, as this is going to be a give up the middle. Looking at number 42, Ferris Satir, who just bowling balls his way near the sticks.
Yeah, great run right there. Obviously, broke a couple tackles, just arm tackles. That's what we expected from the Anadarko defense, just to not wrap up very well. Right there, it seems like the Star Spencer defense not able to do the same thing.
2nd and short for the Warriors. The give again up the middle. Satir takes it right side. He's going to spin around, lose the football. It's on the ground. Do the Bobcats have it? They think they do, and it's going the other way. Star Spencer jumps on it. You get opportunities, you have to take advantage. And there it is right there.
It'll be first down, Bobcats.
Huge play right there for the Star Spencer defense. Looked like it was going to be a first down for the Warriors. Plot twist. Star Spencer gets the turnover. Now, even though that they've had a punt, both offense possessions, they have a chance to cancel that narrative.
Absolutely.
They have a chance to turn it around here. They get the ball once again. Great field position at the 45. Let's see if they can, like I said, take advantage of it.
You see, well, heavy set in there, but you see deep shot soon following a big momentum swing. Let's take a look. The give up the middle. Barber bounces out right side. Travion. Oh, and a flag. It's coming back for holding as Morgan has the sideline and a touchdown. But a holding on the edge from the wide receiver position will bring it all the way back. Oh, no. A holding against the offense, and you saw it wide open on the right side. I think without that holding call, Barber has to make a play, but even if you don't get the touchdown, don't hold. You've got a big first down. Oh, man, a simple mistake. This is what we talked about pregame. You can't be making these mistakes. There you see from the Bobcats.
Well, even though the running game has been relatively shut down before that play, there's a reason why they're still going back to it. It's because they have Travion Barber II, star running back, has the most rushing yards right now in the state of Oklahoma. Keep feeding him the rock.
Absolutely. Now the snap and the give to Barber up the middle. Let him cook again. He's put the ball on the ground. Warriors want to say they have it. I don't believe that they do. They're going to keep it with the Bobcats. The Star Spencer comes up with second down. It looks like we'll get another timeout on the field. This one called by Anadarko. Desmond Williams, what if we go to you right here? Let's hear from you, Desmond. What do you have?
You know, Grant, just kind of taking a look at this game, it's already been a lot about penalties. You know, we've already had a big touchdown get called back. That would have put the Bobcats in a great position to take the lead. And, of course, that's called back. And just a couple false starts on both sides. And it's going to come down to a game of discipline.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of been a theme of this year, has been games coming down to discipline. And so it's plain and simple.
Absolutely. Speaking of discipline, you were driving earlier. Tell us what happened. What happened, Desmond?
So I was driving earlier. We forgot our tripod.
Yes. Collective effort, not just me,
It was
right?
a collective effort. So I was driving back. It was about a minute from the stadium, and I get pulled over.
Ooh. Oh, no. Did you get a ticket, though?
I did not get a ticket.
Wow.
The officer was very generous to not give me a ticket.
There you
so
go.
I'm very
There you go.
thankful.
Oh, man. Well, we'll get ready for the second quarter of play. Anadarko leads it 6-0. Star Spencer has their offense rolling at least just a little bit. 2nd and 7. The down marker on the other sideline is in the wrong position. Let them know. Somebody let them know. You got to scoot down. Oh, there we go. Now she's got it. They just. The Bobcat Center, I think, pushed the ball forward a little bit. Ref walks up. Let's kick it back. Right back where it was. It's a game of inches. No,
Yes.
It's a game of inches. Second and 6 or 7. Now on the way. Jalen Jones in the backfield for the Bobcats. Now Jones from the Wildcat. Will take it right side. He's got a lane. Jalen Jones sideline. Jalen Jones sideline. Jalen Jones cut down. Huge gain. Star Spencer in the red zone. Big.
Man, those knee pads weren't hampering him there. He was picking them up, putting them down.
And a flag on the play.
Oh, no. Another big play by the Bobcats. Wiped out.
Holding against the offense, and that is brutal, to say the least. Jalen Jones just gave you a ginormous play, and it's thrown away with a holding. That's absolutely right, Desmond. He's just shaking his head, as is Coach Harold Smith. So from 1st and 10 in the red zone, we go to 2nd and 16 in your own territory. Morgan back out there. He's going to look, quick hitter left side. He's got his receiver. That's number 4, Cameron Brown. Brown loses the football. Couldn't pick it back up. And the Warriors will take it the other way. Turnover from the Bobcat offense. You know, wise man once said, you make big boy mistakes, you're going to pay big boy consequences. That holding penalty really brought it right there.
Man, the offense, the exact opposite of the Star Spencer defense. The Star Spencer defense, been disciplined, avoided mistakes. Unfortunately, the offense has just not found that same rhythm. Multiple penalties that bring back long, one a touchdown, the other a big gain, and then obviously the fumble right there.
Now the Warrior offense back out. They'll go screen pass left side. Open field tackle won't be made. A big hit on the block. He's out there was Elijah Peterson. I believe that's who it was on the reception. It was Malachi Beaver.
That's the second time that Anadarko has gone to that screen play. Both times they've had a decent gain on it. Something to think about if you're the Star Spencer defense. You've been able to plug up the running game up the middle, but if you've been susceptible to big gains on the outside.
Speed option, and this one's going to be taken up the middle by Jacoby Talent. He's going to get a first down for the Warriors. Wait, look at the arms on that ref. Oh my goodness, they are long arms right there.
That they are, Grant. That they are.
Now a give. It says it's going to be pulled, late pull by Talent, still on his feet. Took a big hit, spun forward. It's going to be a good gain for the Warriors. But, I mean, that referee's arms were about as long as a giraffe's neck is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess, man. I mean, I was really impressed by the stamina, able to wave them so many times.
Takes a lot of power, you would
Yes.
think. Second down. Talent drops back. He's under pressure. Throws off his back foot. Dangerous spot. Is he in bounds? He is not, so the interception won't go the other way. But still dangerous decision from Talent as he throws that one away towards the sideline.
It was the right decision. There was no one to throw the ball to. So he did a good job not avoiding a negative play and throwing it out of bounds. Maybe put a little more power behind that pass. That was a dangerous play right there. Easily could have been a pick if he's able to keep his feet in bounds.
3rd and 5 for the Warriors. Flags fly. Check with the white cap. Oh, and this one against the defense. The defense jumps off.
This should give Anadarko the first down.
And costly mistakes again. You feel like when you have a clean play, Star Spencer almost looks like they're just the better team, but they're not having enough clean plays right now.
No, that's exactly right. Obviously, those 2 penalties that took away those big games loom large right here, and obviously just gave Anadarko a first down in the red zone.
Now the give left side for Anadarko. That was Pendarvis on the carry. Nowhere to go. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play, really, right there by Star Spencer. We've seen that time and time again, how there's just no running lanes up the middle for Anadarko. I mean, what do you do when your team is kind of losing a little bit of momentum? Well, you recenter and you get big negative plays.
Talent sends it away across the middle. Good tackle that time for the Bobcats. In on that was Josh Mance as well as Travion Barber. Decent gain for the Warriors will bring up third and manageable.
All right, if you're the Bobcats, you just were in this situation. Unfortunately, you jumped off sides, gave them the free first down. You can't afford to do the same on this possession.
Talent from the gun. He drops, looks right, quick slant across the middle. That's Joseph Wesley on the reception. And Joseph Wesley brought down just shy of the goal line.
I mean, great play right there by Anadarko. You get the ball in the hands of your playmaker over the middle. Just not great tackling right there by Star Spencer. You're able to allow maybe 10 extra yards on that play. He's able to drag a defender all the way right near the goal line. Now your backs are up against the wall if you're the Bobcats.
First and goal. Talent gonna fake the give. Now he's looking to his left. He's got nowhere to go, but he's gonna take off towards the goal line. Stood up short. And they brought him down. It was a tough hit over on that corner. I didn't see who made it. Kid, take a look at the replay here. Look at that. You had an open running lane and just coming in, boom, lay the wood. Yeah, that was Travion Barber.
Who else?
Who else? Talent. Quarterback sneak. He's going to get in. Touchdown Warriors. Makes it 12-0 and the extra point on the way.
Right now, honestly, I've just felt underwhelmed right now if I'm a fan of the Bobcats. It feels like this game should at least be tied. You've had a lot of opportunities. Unfortunately, you're just not able to take advantage of it. Now, there's a silver lining. You've had a bunch of opportunities, and hopefully you can get back to those plays that have given you those big play chances.
Now Talent out there for the two-point conversion. He's going to look to his left under pressure, throws it away. That ball's knocked down, incomplete, so no good on the two-point conversion. Remains a 12-0 ball game. Why don't we take a second to hear from Richie Overcash. Richie, what do you have for us?
Jacoby Talent putting together a pretty good game. 4 for 8. 38 yards, a passing touchdown, and then 4 carries, 13 yards, and a rushing touchdown. But a big story for Star Spencer has been penalties. They have 2 delay of games, 2 holdings, and an offsides. That is combining for 28 yards of penalties so far in this game, barely through the second quarter, so need to tighten up.
Thank you, Richie.
Yeah, great job right there by Richie, putting numbers to what we've seen already in this game. Just undisciplined play by both sides, the offense and the defense of Star Spencer. Now, once again, you got to be careful right here if you're the Star Spencer special teams. And Anadarko tried out onside on the first play of the game. You can't give them any momentum on this possession.
Jalen Jones back deep, and just in front of him is Zizu Nwenko and Kevin Orange. Now the Warriors to kick. They'll go left side and out of bounds. So 7:53 left in the second quarter. Star Spencer will take over with good field position after the illegal procedure from the Warriors.
If I'm the Star Spencer offense right now, I'm getting back to what got me to this 2-and-run record. I'm putting the ball in the hands of my star running back, Travion Barber. Also, I'm looking for some ways to get the ball in the hands of Cameron Brown. You've been able to give him some opportunities on the sideline, just haven't been able to connect. He has big play talent. It's just a matter of giving him the opportunity.
Absolutely. Morgan, the give to Barber up the middle. Travion through traffic, pushing forward, still on his feet. Finally brought down. Decent gain, but he ran into traffic immediately, so being able to push forward there's impressive to say the least. 2nd and 6 on the way. Anadarko band sounded good. Desmond Williams can't help but dance. Now Morgan fakes the quick hitter, is going to go up the middle and be brought down in the backfield. Looked like either a miscommunication, a designed fake pass into a quarterback draw, or the play was just blown up by the defense. All three of which I believe are options for the explanation there. We'll go 3rd and 8.
Well, unfortunately, it just wasn't open for the screen pass on that play. It looked like Cameron Brown took off when he was supposed to maybe come back to the ball. I wish he would have, because it looked like he had some space if he was able to get it.
Morgan from the gun. He's going to look for Barber, and a flag will fly. This one will go against Anadarko as Travion Barber was pushed out of the way by Caleb Shook. Now the interesting thing is it was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. You don't usually see that called as a pass interference. We'll see if they wave the flag. Well, they will not. They're going to call it. All right, so with that, first down coming for the Star Spencer Bobcats.
Huge break right there if you're the Star Spencer offense. Looks like even if you were to catch that, a first down would be mightily impressive, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Second penalty today on Caleb Shook. He had a false start, and then obviously that pass interference right there, costly. Gives the Bobcats a first down.
Morgan looking for his man. That one is going to be a bit high and out of the hands of Cameron Brown. Brown had pressure around him. That's when you feel like usually Cameron Brown's going to bring down anyway. Still throw a bit off of the mark.
I don't mind that play call at all, though. I mean, obviously, you want to, like you were saying in the pregame, ball control football, you want to take as much time off this clock. But just the same, getting the hands on your star wide receiver, never a bad option.
Morgan, the give to Barber, right side. Travion breaks the tackle. He's looking for the sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds before the first down, but still a good gain to set up 3rd and short. We talked about it pregame. Barber's going to need to have a big game in this one. So far, he seems like he's having it outside of just the plays that get called back. Third down and 4. Morgan from the gun. A give. Barber right side, trying to bounce it out. Now he's got to cut inside. Can he push the hole forward? Doesn't look like it as the pile brings him right back. It's going to be 4th down and short. Should be 4-down territory.
Don't mind that play call, obviously, especially if you knew that you were going to go for it on 4th down anyways. You get the ball right, maybe to a 4th and 2, 4th and 3, something like that. Definitely manageable. You have a lot open on your play call sheet if you're the Bobcat offensive coordinator. Maybe you just run it again. Or they continue to be in one-on-one coverage with one high safety. I know it's 4th down, but I would not be opposed to some sort of shot play right here.
I wouldn't be surprised with a play action slant to Darshan Cross. It gives actually the Barber up the middle. And Travion, did he get stood up?
I think he did.
I think he's going to be shy of the first down. We'll see where they mark him. But it looks like a turnover on downs, and it is. Anadarko's defense stands tall on 4th and short.
Wow.
Man.
I mean, after the pass interference, it looked like the Star Spencer offense had some new life in them. And you get a decent play on first down, decent gain on first down, but then 3 straight runs, and you just go nowhere. Uncharacteristic.
Pump fake, now the deep shot in the air. The throw is off the mark for Talent. He was looking way down the sideline for Napoleon Camp. Camp wanted a penalty flag, but the ball not catchable, and it didn't really look like Cameron Brown's being too handsy over there either.
Yeah, great job right there by Jalen Jones, number 5. He was the one in coverage. Did a great job of just staying in front. Didn't get beat too far deep, and then really just forcing the receiver to the sideline, making a difficult catch for the receiver.
2nd and 10. Everybody starts moving except the center. This one against the offense. They'll back him up. I wonder what Desmond Williams thinks about that. Desmond, tell me right now.
Grant, what did I talk about earlier in the game?
You getting pulled over.
Well, before that I talked about discipline. And one thing that is on full display is a lack of discipline from both sides. So like I said, it's just going to come down to a game of discipline. Who's going to be the more disciplined team?
Jailbreak screen flag in the backfield on 2nd and 15. Broken tackle. This time it's Camp, and Napoleon brought down after a big game, but this might be bouncing back.
I really like that play call, actually. That's something that we saw them practicing in warm-ups. The jailbreak screen, just kind of a quick way to put the ball in the hands of your playmakers right there, though. Another penalty wipes out a big game.
Back in my football days, we called that Folsom Prison. Jailbreak screen. Clock ticking under 4 minutes. Whitecap begging the operators to stop the clock. Finally does get stopped. Now a conversation between Whitecap and Coach Smith. I can't read lips, I'm going to be honest. I took a class in high school, but I didn't really pay attention. Didn't do my homework. So I have no clue what they're really saying. No one really looks upset. They're just talking. I wonder what Des thinks they're saying. Desmond, do you read lips?
I do not read lips, but there's a little bit of a discussion. I don't think the Star Spencer coaches are too happy with what was just said.
Well, as it stands right now, you're looking at 2nd and like 3 miles. Your defense looks good. The Anadarko offense starting to struggle just a little bit. Not sure what they're upset about. I wonder, Des, do you by chance have a guess?
It might be equipment. That's something that we've already seen. It might be equipment. It might just be the play or the calls on the field. I don't really know.
Well, they're still talking about it. The referee, I'm wondering if they'll adjust the clock here. I think they're going to put some time back on the clock. It stands at 3:54, and it ran for a little bit after they were calling for the clock to stop. So kind of an awkward stoppage in play. And you wonder if this almost hurts the Warriors a little bit more on top of their penalties now that you've got just a random stoppage of play as the clock jumps to 4:30. We'll see. 2nd and 25. Talent under center. Fakes the give, rolls to his right. He doesn't have anybody open. Well, he did for a moment right there. I didn't even see him. As Napoleon Camp broke open late, and the pass was off the mark. So 3rd and a long, long ways to go. Anadarko working from their own 19-yard line.
If I'm the Bobcats defense, I would be very wary of a screenplay right now. They've had a tendency to do it in the past.
Now fake handoff again. Pressure. Running back screen. Picked off. Star Spencer going the other way. Interception into the red zone. And that was Joshane Mance on the pick. Oh, man. From the linebacker position, he was up almost in that Von Miller spot, and he takes it.
The big fella coming away with the interception, the momentum swing that the Bobcats needed. Look at this. Off the tip, right into the hands of Mance. Also not to be overshadowed on that play. Number 32, he's not on our roster, but great pressure right there to force the interception.
To force the interception, absolutely. So penalty flag flies right off the bat for the offensive side of Star Spencer. This one, is that illegal formation against the offense? What did he call right there? I didn't catch it. False start. Remains first down for the Bobcats, whose offense again shoots themselves in the foot.
If you're the Bobcats, you cannot afford to spoil this opportunity. You've got to get points on the board somehow. Anadarko has left some meat on the bone offensively. You can't return the favor if you're the Bobcats.
Morgan from the gun, give to Barber up the middle. Travion bounces left side. Man, he got tripped up. If he stays on his feet, he might have 6. And if nothing else, he'd have gotten probably an extra 3 or 4. Man. 2nd down and 11.
I've seen a lot of success from the Bobcats side on those outside zone plays, just kind of giving more space to Travion Barber to find the hole. Unfortunately, you've had the most penalties on those plays as well.
They give to Barber again. He bounces left side, runs into trouble. He's going to be brought down at about the 13. And his first cut was good. His second cut was even nicer. The third one I thought was extra. I thought he'd take it upfield. Instead, he runs into traffic. He's going to be brought down. Still a good game, though. Barber's still running hard, running well. They've been able to rely on his legs all night. 3rd down and 6, maybe 7, inside the red zone. Morgan from the gun. Barber to his left. 2 out wide to either side. Warrior defense looks like they're bringing pressure. 1 second on the play clock. They just get it off. Morgan in trouble. Is going to throw an interception inside the 10-yard line. So the Warrior offense back out as a diving interception is made by Anadarko.
Man, it just looked like a panic decision right there. Looked like he either could have rolled out trying to avoid pressure or thrown it away, but it looks like he felt the pressure early and threw it into harm's way. Unfortunately, that bites him.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Here you see the replay. He wasn't sure if you were going to get the play off. The clock was winding down on the play clock. Now we've got action in front of us. Talent in the gun, in his own end zone. He's going to give up the middle. Hard run, but being brought down. See who that was on the carry. Was that Malachi Beaver again? I don't even know who that was. Number 2 or 4? Desmond is showing me a 2 and a 4. Number 2, Joseph Wesley. No. Oh, 42. That makes so much sense. Persevere. Now Talent rolling to his left. Got an open man. He's going to hit him. That's R.J. Perry. And Perry on the left side has all kinds of space. Perry on the sideline, drugged down from behind. Huge gain for the Warriors as they cross midfield with 1.5 minutes left in this first half.
Great play right there by R.J. Perry. Gets the ball in space, able to shed 2 tackles. Then he's off to the races. Gets the ball on the other side of the 50. Gets the ball right around the, what is that, the 49-yard line? 40, something like that, 44, something like that. Either way, puts big spark for the Anadarko offense.
Talent looks downfield, throws it up. Dangerous pass. Incomplete as it falls harmlessly to the grass. Now late flags fly. Bobcats might have been talking a little bit. The referee, I almost expected an offensive pass interference on that play. We'll see what goes on right here. Oh, 2 footballs flying onto the field. Chaos. Chaos at Twidwell Stadium right now.
I gotta say, Grant, there was some gusto on the on those flags that flew, man. The referee threw it up there, came
Well,
right
he's got
around the,
catapults for arms.
He threw it up in the 25, came down near the 40. Threw both at the same time, too.
Oh, man.
That was impressive. I think, you know what we need, Grant?
What?
We need some sort of referee Olympics or something like that.
Is one of the contest's longest arms?
I would pay to watch it. I would pay to watch that.
First penalty is going to be. Oh, they're going to offset. Is that what that was? I was looking at referee arms. They'll call it an incomplete pass. Thank you, Desmond. Desmond is running camera, sideline reporting, and spotting right now because I get distracted easily. 2nd and 10. Talent rolls to his right. He's got time. He's going to drop it short. And a good gain for the Warriors as Miles Suardo takes it deep into Star Spencer territory.
Yeah, and that's the game plan right now if you're the Anadarko Warriors. You didn't have a lot of success running the ball up the middle. The Bobcats really clogged those inside running lanes. Now you're doing outside screen passes, jailbreak screens, and bootlegs. Great adjustment right there by the Warriors. That shows me a really good coaching right there, having those plays in your back pocket just in case you can pivot to a different strategy in case the other isn't working.
Anadarko will call a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching OKC Public School Football on the Call Sports Network.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And we bring you back in to the action. Hey, by the way, we have hit a new record of concurrent viewers. That is viewers at one time right now at 108. Thank you so much. Continue to share this. And this one will be up for forever. It is YouTube, so this game will be up forever. You can go back and watch. The 1st and 10 for the Warriors now in plus territory. 1:05 left in the 2nd quarter. Talent now rolling to his left. He wants to take off, and he will, and he trots out of bounds just shy of the 1st down marker.
I've really been impressed by the play calling by Jacoby Talent. His decision making has just been on point right there. He doesn't try to force it. Instead, he takes what the defense gives him, runs out of bounds. Earlier, he had to throw it away. A couple plays earlier, he had a bootleg, and he checked it down to his check down man instead of trying to go deep. So great decision making right there by Talent.
Now Jacoby, he's got a quick hitter to the right side. The man in motion, that was Joseph Wesley. Now Wesley brought down inside the 5-yard line. They'll give him the 4. Clock is stopping, and the final timeout, I believe, will be called by Anadarko. So 51 seconds left. Richie Overcash is in the room over. I wonder what he has to say right about now. Richie?
So I really want to highlight Miles Wardo? I'm not
Guardo.
sure. 3 receptions off 3 targets, 33 yards, and a touchdown. But then you go to a defensive side of the ball, and let me tell you, every time I've looked at who had made the tackle for Anadarko, it's been him. 5 tackles, 1 for loss, a sack, and a fumble recovery. You also have, on the Star Spencer side of the ball, Jayshon Mance has also been everywhere. 3 tackles, a interception, and a forced fumble.
Thank you, Richie, for that. Well, isn't he just awesome at stats?
Yeah,
Some have called him a stats expert.
I will.
It was
Stats
me.
expert.
It was me, yeah.
I second the motion.
The first and goal from the 3-yard line.
Desmond says he thirds it.
And because he was stopped here.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. Referee's trying to stop the clock. It's hard not to see those arms waving. I'm going to get fired. Oh. Now the question is, are they going to put more time back on the clock? They'll go 51 seconds is what they're looking for. Anadarko coaching staff screaming about adding more time. Here's the thing, if I'm Anadarko, kind of want to bleed the clock here, don't you?
I mean, you have no timeouts, Grant. And so really, any play that's not an incompletion or a touchdown bleeds the clock anyways.
51 seconds left. Talent runs up under center. He's going to fake the give. Now he's got a wide open man in the end zone. Looked like it was caught. It was. Touchdown on the reception. It's number 21, Miles Wardo.
Yeah, look at that. Dual threat. Richie was just talking about his impact on the defense side of the ball. He comes right back out, catches a touchdown pass. Great play design right there by Anadarko.
Man.
I mean, they're really starting to pull away here at the end of the first half.
Now the extra point attempt on the way. Ferris Satir out to kick. Good hole. The ball is up. Looks good. It is. 19-0, 40 seconds left. They'll give them 45 seconds. And Star Spencer working with a timeout. What are you expecting here, Noah?
Well, if I'm Star Spencer, I get the ball back at halftime. And so I'm not being super over-aggressive. I don't want to overdo it to the point that I have a silly mistake. Maybe I throw an interception and it's ran back for either a touchdown or it really sets up Anadarko with good field position. So really I'm just making safe throws. Honestly, I would not mind a handoff because you know that your running back has big playability and you have that timeout in your back pocket.
Now to kick is Anadarko. We'll see if they kick it deep. I'd almost expect him to go back to kicking it out of bounds at this moment, knowing the speed that's back deep for the Bobcats. Some confusion on the kick return team. The kick is deep up the middle, going to be picked up by Jalen Jones. Jones looking towards the left side. Jones looking for the edge, going to break a tackle, lose the football. I think it's scooped right back into his chest, so he keeps possession. But Jalen Jones got a little too excited with the lane in front of him. Nearly broke the tackle, but had to jump on the ball.
Well, first off, great cut by him. It looked like if he could get through those arm tackles, he would have space. Unfortunately, it looks like one of those arm tackles also was able to just pry the ball loose out of his grip. Very, very fortunate he's able to get back on that ball, preserve the possession for the Bobcats. Hopefully they can do something with it.
37 seconds in the first half. Morgan with no one in the backfield. 3 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Corian from the gun. Empty set. Flag will fly. False start against the offense. Exactly what you were not looking for.
I mean, Dez has our sideline reporter has touched on it many, many times, but just the discipline for Star Spencer has not been there. I mean, obviously we'll go through it at the halftime report, but they need to really turn it around if they want to stay in this game.
Morgan from the gun, empty set, drops back, sends it across the middle. He's got his man. Cameron Brown to the left side. Brown out of bounds across the line to gain. Clock stops at 30 seconds. We talked about Cameron Brown a little bit before kickoff, and there you see him make an impact. Moving the Bobcats forward at the 48, their own 48. 30 seconds left. They hold on to their timeout. Morgan again from the gun. Empty set. Morgan drops back. Under pressure. Scoots up. He's going to send it away. Open man. And he had Brown again, but he throws it short and complete.
Man, he also had his running back, Travion Barber, ran a little corner route to the opposite side corner. If he had just looked a little bit farther downfield, he was coming open. That would have been a huge gain. Unfortunately, he just wasn't able to connect with him or the intended receiver.
Flag on the play is going to be holding against the offense. So 23 seconds left in the half and a 19-point deficit. Star Spencer puts themselves into a bit more of a hole on first down.
And right here, Grant, this is where I start getting a little conservative. 2nd and 20. I mean, you just really don't want to put the ball in harm's way here.
Morgan rolling to his right is going to send it to his man again. Believe that was Cameron Brown out there on the right side. He's going to go down inside of the field to play. Looks like Star Spencer's going to let the clock roll out. Do they? No, they're going to call timeout. They let it wind down for a single play and a timeout called by the Bobcats. We'll see what they put back on. I believe it was 4 seconds left. Yeah, they're going to call it 4 seconds. Oh. Noah, what do you think?
I was just trying to decide. I mean, obviously, probably not a Hail Mary just because your quarterback just probably doesn't have the arm strength. Probably it's going to be some sort of screenplay. I'm personally in favor of getting the ball in the hands of Travion Barber. See if he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I don't know, man. We'll see what head coach Harold Smith has in mind here in just a few seconds.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised if they looked at Jalen Jones right here. Jones, you know, he's got good stats right now. He's only had 1 reception on 2 targets. Cameron Brown, the other guy, number 4, another guy I wouldn't be surprised. 6 targets for him, only 2 receptions, but 30 yards on those 2 receptions. See a lot of big things out of him right here. So 4 seconds on the clock, officially, for the Bobcats after the timeout. Prevent defense out for the Warriors. I wouldn't be surprised if they hand this ball off to Barber with him in the backfield. Well, he's going to scoot out to the right side. Screen pass. They give it to Cameron Brown. Brown looking for the edge. He's going to have to break through some tackles. Can't do it. And that's going to end the first half. 19-0. Star Spencer trails it at half to Anadarko. Noah, in that first half, we've seen missed opportunities from the Bobcats.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's pretty much been the story of the game so far. If you're the fan of the Bobcats, you've seen the talent displayed to go out and win this game, potentially get the lead. Unfortunately, you just haven't seen the discipline to accompany it. A couple big holding penalties have brought back huge gains. A couple offside penalties have granted the Warriors some unearned first downs. And right now you're paying the price looking at a 19-0 deficit.
Absolutely right. And I wonder if Desmond Williams has any thoughts on the first half.
You know, I feel like the more I talk about it, the worse it gets. Grant, it's been it's been a reoccurring story. It really has.
Yeah.
With these flags just killing the offense. So in the second half, I know it's going to be emphasized in the locker room. We got to limit these flags. We got to eliminate them.
Get rid of them.
Absolutely.
Throw them out.
We got to we got to get this offense rolling. We got to get some points on the board.
Oh, man. Well, any final thoughts from you guys about half? Richie, do you have any thoughts?
If you're Star Spencer, it's all about cleaning up the penalties, I think, and taking advantage of those missed opportunities. I think you had some good opportunities to go score. I think Travion Barber had a big run. I think it was Cam Brown, I believe, had a big catch and run, and both brought back by holdings. I believe they have 9 penalties right now, so need to clean that up.
Yeah, I think there is still a silver lining. I think we'll go through this at the halftime report, but just something to keep in mind until then. You know, you're not down because of lack of opportunities.
Right.
You know, that outside zone has really been effective for you, and so has your passing game for the most part, especially on those short passes, and there's been some opportunities for deep passes as well. So all hope is not lost for Star Spencer as you go into this halftime break, but you just know what you need to work on.
Well, with that, I think we'll go into the halftime break. We'll leave the camera on the field for any festivities that go on, maybe a little halftime performance from the cheer team or a band. But for the time being, Grant McNew, Noah Kent, Bryce Burns, and crew, including Richie Overcash and Desmond Williams, will be back with you for the second half after this.
I ask all the parents and the seniors tonight to be recognized for being disappointed not wasting the field by the gate. So we get some of that started. Parents, again, we ask you to meet your seniors down at the west end of the field by the gate so we can get this night started. While you're waiting, be sure you visit our concession stand, get you some snacks and refreshing drinks. All right, thanks so much again for coming out tonight for senior night. Our first senior is going to be Aaron Barnett. With Melissa Clark and Aaron Barnett, has been a sports and star specialist for 4 years. His activities include routine football and NCCAA. His favorite memory of Star Special High School was performing on his first ever football game. His future plans are to go to college to pursue a career in childcare and help Brazil their first grandson. His advice for Star Special High School athletes is change is something we have to do and do it better. Again, Aaron Barnett. Next we have Deshaun Davis from Bangor. Parents is Alicia Williams. He's been a sports and star specialist for 4 years. And other clubs include FCCLA. Deshaun says his favorite memory in Star Special was his traveling to various events with the band. His future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in music education. His advice for Star Special High School athletes is to stay in school and get good grades. Next we have Kiariana Patterson. Parents of Toriana Patterson and Tanya Patterson. She's been in sports for 2 years at Star Spencer. Other sports include track, football manager, and basketball manager. Her future plans are after high school to go to college to get a bachelor's and a master's degree. She wants to start her own business. Her advice for future Star Spencer High School athletes is to put your mind to whatever you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you you can't have fun. Live life to its fullest. Again, Yariana Patterson for cheer. Next we have Kendall Rowland for cheer. The parents of Vincent and Kanisha Rowland. She's been in sports for 4 years. She also participates in student council, softball, basketball, and she is the current Miss Star Spencer. Her favorite memory here at Star Spencer was the first time she cheered at bungee jump. Kendall plans to attend an HBCU to major in kinesiology and become a physical therapist. And she also wants to join sorority. Ooh, her advice for future Star Spencer High School athletes is don't slack off and be true to yourself no matter what those around you are doing. Next we have Keandre Dudley. Covered by Sherry Toggle, Keandre Dudley, and her school mom, Miss Williams. She's been in sports and star sports for 3 years and also participates in softball. Her favorite athletic memory is freshman to high school is spending time with her glory faces. She plans to attend Winston University and become an OBGYN. Her advice for future scholarships of high school athletes is to stay positive. Next we have Gabriel Butler. With Denala McFadden and Eric Butler. Participated in sports and sportsmen for the last 4 years and is also a basketball player. His favorite memory is playing football for 2 years with his brother Trayvon. He plans to attend college and play basketball. He also wants to pledge Kappa Alpha Psi. His advice for future star sports and high school athletes is to stay in school, keep your grades up, and don't be a follower. Next we have Karma Avery with Anisha Avery and Ozella. She's been a sports and star sponsor for a year and participates in track and basketball. Her favorite memory of star sports in high school was when she was in 7th grade and played basketball and got team shoes. She plans on going to college to get a license for nursing and being a travel nurse in labor and delivery. Her advice is keep your heads up through thick and thin, and you be you, and you keep shining. Next we have Teresa Garfield. With Ramona Palone as a parent, she's been active in sports for 4 years and active in the Brothers of Stone. Her favorite memory is her freshman year volleyball, how she got to learn new things from all the upperclassmen and had such fun playing with them. She plans to go to the University of Oklahoma for a bachelor's degree in biology and continue to pursue a career in chiropractic. Her advice, don't get influenced by the bad things around you. Be who you are and stay true to yourself. Next we have Zakiah Green for dance with Carolyn and Keaton Butler and Delia Newman. She's been active in sports for a year and also on the track team. Her favorite athletic memory of Star Spencer was doing sports and interacting with her teammates. She plans to attend Texas Southern University in dance promotion. Her career plans to become a criminal defense attorney, possibly get into child development, and no matter what life brings, she just wants to be successful. She wants to be a big businesswoman. Her advice, it will get tough, but don't ever give up. If you have the passion for it, give it to the world. Make every play count. Next we have Corian Morgan, the person of Laura Ferris, and after the sports for 4 years, she was Star Smith also plays basketball. His favorite memory is playing football at Star Smith, and has really got to play with his big brother Frederick. He plans to play college and until college to play football, he wants to become a world technical trainer and take care of his mom. His advice, no matter what sport you play, be a leader for your teammates. Next we have Cashmere Mims. Football with parents Nicole Peebles and Bria Campbell. Been active in sports for 4 years, so it's Star Smith and also the track team. His favorite memory of sports and Star Spencer was his junior homecoming when he saw the potential that Star Spencer had when they were on the same page and had a common goal. His plans after high school, his continued studies until college, and play football. He wants to obtain an MBA. He also wants to own and operate multiple businesses by the age of 27 and retire at 45. His advice is don't talk trash about school or be a part of the trash. You should want to make the school where you want to be. Be a part of the change. Next we have Jay Sean Nance. His brothers Anadarko Carter and Brian Nance. He acted sport for 2 years in the track team and baseball team also. His favorite memory was this year's game against the Infamous Classic when he got 9 tackles for 5 sacks. He plans to attend HBCU. He also wants to go to the military and work in aviation. He has multiple sources of income. His advice? Be great, believe in yourself when no one else does. Next we have Jamori Hayworth, football. Here, we do it alone. Been active in sport for 30 years, also on the basketball team. His favorite memory here is Coach Christmas is getting his first interception versus Kellyville. At graduation, he plans on going into training school for whole body repair. His advice? Stay focused because it's easy to get distracted. Next we have Cameron Brown. With Michelle Rice and Cedric Brown, he's been active in sports for 4 years. Also on the basketball, track team, and is the coach, Mr. Star Spencer. His favorite athletic memory was he played his best game last Saturday when he made 6 tackles and had 180 all-purpose yards. He plays at Team Prairie View A&M and a major in industrial engineering and make enough money to take care of his family. His advice? Play every game like it's your last. And then we have Ruben Bowen III. The coach Ruben Bowen Lillian Jones is back for 2 years in sports here. He's also the basketball track team. He plays the team at University of Oklahoma and pursues his dream of becoming part of the National Basketball Association. His advice? Keep giving thanks to God no matter how many times you fall, because God is not finished with you yet. Let's hear about cats for our seniors coming out for 2024 and 25 students.
Well, we bring you back to the field. I'm Grant McNew, joined by Noah Kent, Desmond Williams, and Richie Overcash. You will hear from later. 19-0 the score after the first half. Noah, there were a lot of penalties on the field for both sides, but especially for Star Spencer, they really hurt themselves with the flags.
Yeah, Grant, well, to be honest, I'm kind of a glass half full type of guy.
You know, I figured that about you.
So let's start with what went right. What went right for Star Spencer in that first half? Well, you had some flashes through the air. You had some deep shots that were definitely open and looked like they were still open as the game progressed. And so looks like if you really wanted to throw it deep, you have the talent, you have the arm strength with your quarterback, you have the receivers in order to get the big play through the air. Looks like as far as the run game went, you didn't have a lot of success running it up the middle. Looks like Anadarko was ready for that, and really they should have been
right
with what a talent Travion Barber is. But you did have some big plays towards the outside. It looked like Travion Barber was able to cut, like I said, towards the outside the hash marks and get big plays on the ground there. So, like I said, the offense still has the talent, has the ability to put points on the board. They just haven't been able to do it yet. And like you mentioned, that's mainly because of those penalties. We had a couple false starts, push them back. You had a couple offsides, give Anadarko first downs. overall, a lot of free yards given or given away, which just can't happen, especially if you're a big undercat, like you said in Grant's fact.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you talk about 19-0. Honestly, not a bad deficit to deal with if you're Star Spencer. You're still in the game here. And we've talked about mistakes a lot. We've talked about how it's been such a detriment. But let's think about it this way, okay, as a glass half full kind of guy. What happens here if you start to reel those back? What happens?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Obviously, I think it gets you back to what's given you success early in this season. Specifically on the defensive side, traditionally, Star Spencer, at least this season, has had a lot of discipline. Like I said, bend, don't break defense, been really good in the red zone. And unfortunately, we just haven't seen that today. They did force a fumble, but other than that, they've been pretty porous. So let's say they start getting stops. Let's say they force a couple more punts, give their offense a couple more opportunities. The offense takes advantage of that. We could very soon see a 14-9 game or something like that. This lead could easily be whittled down to one possession early in the third quarter. And, when it gets to that one possession game, it's really anyone's game in high school football.
Well, and what it's going to come down to right here is how does your defense come out of the halftime break? You got about 2.5 left until kickoff, but Anadarko deferred in the first half, so they're going to get the ball back. You have to get a stop. It's not like a must stop right now or it's nail in the coffin. It's nothing like that, but you have to give your offense a chance to come out and prove that they aren't going to shoot themselves in the foot every single time they have an opportunity. And so if you do that defensively, if Star Spencer comes out strong defensively, you feel like just maybe it will take 1 or 2 plays for the Bobcats to be right back in it, for the Bobcats to threaten. And we talked about it during the break, just off to the side. It feels like Star Spencer may even just be the better team on the field when you take away the mistakes of penalties. And I understand that that's part of what makes a team good. But when you take away those penalties, it's a dang good football team out there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Especially on the defensive side, they've really had their opportunities. They've really made plays, especially in the defensive backfield, just being able to get tackles for loss whenever they run it up the middle. What's really kept Anadarko up 19 points is their play calling on the offensive side. They've had a lot of screen plays. They've had a lot of bootlegs, a lot of play action, and that's confusing Star Spencer's linebackers, which is opening a lot of open space on the back end, able to get a nice chunk plays for Anadarko. So, what's the adjustment? Well, unfortunately, you're just going to have to be wary of those screen plays. You're going to have discipline, eye discipline, make sure that you don't crash down or don't anticipate a play call before the ball's actually in the hands of your assignment.
Well, 40 seconds left. I wonder what Richie Overcash has to say. Richie?
Yeah, Grant, I feel kind of like I'm in like a max security prison, and I know like 4 people understand that, and none of the people watching the live stream do. But yeah, I just want to talk about the penalties, and both sides have been bad. And actually, it would surprise you that Anadarko penalty yards wise, 55, Star Spencer 48. So. Something to watch in the second half is how both teams clean it up.
Question for you, Richie. How do you know what a max security prison feels like?
Yeah, Richie, how do you know what a max security prison
movies,
feels like?
I would say.
Good answer.
I can't say I've ever been in one. I hope I never go.
Well, the person to get closest tonight has been Desmond Williams, who got pulled over on the way here. Thank you, Richie. Oh, man. We have fun, don't we, guys? We have fun. Hey, if you're watching from home, or literally anywhere else in the world, even outside of the United States of America, you have a YouTube comment section, a live fan feedback at your disposal. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you are thinking, football related or not. Maybe you tell us where we should go to eat after this. I don't know. Give us something. I want to hear you. Like I said, Star Spencer set to kick off. Anadarko to receive. Short kick, this one. Going to be picked up easily by Joseph Wesley, and Wesley up the middle. Joseph Wesley trying to break away. Huge return for the Warriors, and the defense of the Bobcats put in a tight spot as Wesley shot up the open gap.
Man, that's exactly right. Tough spot for the Bobcats. I mean, you hit you said it perfectly.
Nail on the head is what you were
Yes.
looking for.
You said it perfectly. They have very little room for error right now if you're part of the Bobcats defense. You need to get a stop, and you really need to get a stop right now.
3 seconds go off the clock with that one. Now Talent. Option has a quick pitch to the left side. Pendarvis on his way, breaks through a couple tackles. He's got an open lane left side. Touchdown Warriors. So that's what we talked about coming out of the break. Defensively, you really need a stop. Not out of necessity, but out of it would be really nice. You don't get it. You don't get it.
I mean, first off, once again, great play call by Anadarko. They've really been on point, really shaking things up offensively, kept the Star Spencer defense on their heels. We see it right there as the option play breaks into a big run for 6. Definitely not how you wanted to start the second half of your Star Spencer.
The extra point is up, and it is good for Anadarko. 26-0 heading in to the second drive of the half. Desmond Williams from the sideline, what do you have for us?
Oh, man. That was quick. If you're a Star Spencer faithful right now, you just got to think, well, there's still a lot of game to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
that was 15 seconds.
I think that's a great point, Des. The game plan does not change. Even though you're down 26 as opposed to 19, that doesn't change much in the long run just because you realize that you're still down. You still need to put points on the board in the most efficient way possible.
What a night.
What a night is right.
Night. Oh, man. Now the Warriors to kick off. You almost can look at it like, hey, it actually was 26-0 going into half, and now we get the ball first. That's how quick of a score it was. 15-second drive for the Warriors. That kick going out of bounds. Not a good thing. It's kind of funny, but not a good thing to be able to say that.
Second time we've seen the kick out of bounds. You think that's on purpose?
I don't know if going across the line necessarily is on purpose, but that angle is definitely with purpose. Maybe trying to get it to die just shy of the sideline. Seen that a lot in high school football. The ball just dies there, gets recovered almost as a long onside, a tough squib even. With that, we're going to get the offense for the Bobcats, led by Corian Morgan and Travion Barber alongside Cameron Brown out wide.
I'm excited to see how much they pass on this possession, Grant. They had a decent amount of success later in that first half. Let's see if they can build on it here.
Morgan from the gun, going to give to Barber. Travion looking up the middle, going to run into trouble after a gain of 4. So a good hard run. 3 or 4 is really what you're looking for if it's 0-0. Now you're down a little bit. Still what you're looking for on the ground. You're hoping to break a couple off. Coming into this ballgame, that's kind of what our key was for the Bobcat offense, was get 3 or 4 every play. I'll give again to Barber. He's going to fight forward for a couple extra. He'll get another 3, it looks like. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
And huge third down. Huge third down. Right now, if you're Star Spencer, you cannot afford to not score points on this possession. And that starts with getting the 3rd down conversion here.
3rd and short. Morgan from the gun. The Barber to his right. 2 wide on each side. Morgan, the give to Barber. He wants to bounce left side. He's got the corner. If he breaks that tackle, he does. Scoots forward. 1st down, Cats. Barber keeps the chains moving for Star Spencer.
Right now, Star Spencer riding with the guy that brought them here. Travion Barber got 3 straight runs on that possession. He converts the 1st down. That's exactly what you want to see from Star Spencer. just to get that first down the way, now you have to kind of score a little bit more quickly.
1st and 10, the give again to Barber. He's going to run into trouble in the backfield, still churning ahead. Will turn a loss of 1 into a gain of 2 or 3. How about that? That's hard running.
Yeah. Able to drag that defender with him.
That's a guy that Nevada, Las Vegas would recruit to their team and then not pay. Did you hear about that? All that stuff? Richie Overcash like that. Crazy stuff over there. NIL's getting wild. 2nd down, 7 to go. Morgan going to his right. He's going to send it away deep. He's got a man. Contested catch on the way. Ball still bouncing around. Finally falls. That was dangerous on the right side. He was looking, I believe, for Cameron Brown on the right side. It's going to fall incomplete. 3rd and 7.
Well, you're right back down to a 3rd down situation. Last time it was 3rd and 3. You were able to convert. This time it's 3rd and 7. I think it's important right now for the offense to realize that they are going to have to go for it on 4th down should they not get it.
High snap, whistles blow. Looks like a false start on the offense.
And that is not what you needed right there. Pushes the down and distance to 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12, like you said, coming up after the flag. Another penalty against Star Spencer. And the Warriors' defense looking comfortable. Morgan with an empty set. Corion, 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left. All alone in the backfield. He'll take the snap. 4 rush for Anadarko. Now he's in trouble, going to take off. Morgan lowers the shoulder, will get a decent gain. They'll give him, looks like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 to make it 4th down. Now the question is, 4 down territory? Question mark.
I feel like you've got to. You're on Anadarko's side on the 50-yard line. It's 4th and 6, which is more than convertible, and you're down by 26.
15 on the play clock. Corion Morgan again from the empty set. Looks like the Warriors may bring pressure. They do. They send an extra linebacker. Morgan looking deep. Sideline double coverage right there. Picked off. Going the other way. This is R.J. Perry. Perry going to be drugged down from behind. Cameron Brown making the tackle for the Bobcats. An arm punt that time from Morgan. That's kind of what it felt like. The Bobcats were looking for a punt with an opportunity. It's going the other way. Anadarko's ball. Des, what do you think about that?
You know, Grant, there's not a whole lot to say about that. It was a shot, and unfortunately the shot didn't convert. So now you're back on defense. Let's get a stop.
Yeah, and if you're Star Spencer, you're just going to have to take more and more shots as the game goes on, especially if this 26-point deficit continues.
Pass to the left side, goes for a decent gain. That was Malachi Beaver on the reception. There you see the stats for Jacoby Talent, the quarterback for the Warriors. How about that yards per completion, by the way? It's noted at 2 completions. He actually has 8, so the yards per completion is very wrong. Very, very. 1 second. Watch this. Watch this. Leave it up, Bryce. Now at 9. Watch the yards. This is Richie Overcash working live, by the way. That's what you're seeing on your screen. Incredible.
Impressive stuff right there.
Now the give up the middle. That's Satir towards the sideline. Big gain for him.
Impressive run. Impressive stats right there by our team here. I mean, right now, it's looking bleak right now for Star Spencer. You need a big play. You need a momentum-changing defensive stop or defensive takeaway right now. If you're Star Spencer, you can't afford for Anadarko to keep on bleeding this clock, running the ball, getting big plays.
Clock ticks under 8 minutes. Talent. Quick pass left side. Big hit.
Yeah.
But brought in as Caleb Shook makes the grab, the big senior tight end.
Yeah, great Great tackle right there by Jalen Jones. Really just coming in, laying the wood, forcing the ball carrier out of bounds. Still, though, that's not quite going to be enough if you want to turn this game around. Like I said, you're going to have to either get a stop on third down or force a turnover.
Talent under center. He's going to give right side,
There
right
we
down
go.
deep in the backfield. Joshane Mance brings him down on his own. Huge tackle for loss as Mance gets in the backfield.
Exactly what the doctor ordered right there. Jay-Sean Mance comes in, gets the huge tackle for loss. It takes Anadarko out of field goal range. Do it again! Exactly, do it again.
Yes.
That's exactly right. Now it puts them in a 3rd and long situation. You have to be super aware of any screen passes or bootlegs right now. Play action as well. You really, really need to get off the field right now if you're Star Spencer.
Jacoby Talent drops back. He's looking deep downfield. He's going to step up in the pocket, run into trouble, bounce it back out. He's improvising. Talent sends it deep downfield. He's got an open man. That's going to be caught. He's going to be drugged down by his ankles inside the 10-yard line. Looks like they'll give him the 6, and that's what a clean pocket and plenty of time will do for you.
Yeah, big play by the defense. Answered right back by a huge play from the offense. Now the ball in the red zone, right near the goal line. Just unfortunate break right there by for the Star Spencer Bobcats. I think it was Jalen Jones in coverage. He's the one that had that huge hit on 1st down. Unfortunately, he's not able to come up with the interception and gives up a big play there.
1st and goal from the 6. The give. Satir left side around the edge. Does he get in? He does, but a flag flies in the backfield. Is it going to come back? Holding. And there's a man down in the end zone as well. The penalty flag is a holding against the offense, so it's going to come back. A Bobcat down, and that is Travion Barber II, who's in pain, holding his chest. Well, that is the opposite of what you want to see, both as a fan of Star Spencer and as a human being.
Yeah.
It's a man down in the end zone. With that, we'll take a break. Come back after this. You're watching OKC Public School Football on the Call Sports Network.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Well, we bring you back as that's Travion Barber making his way back towards the sideline. He is under his own power, raising that arm. That's what you like to see, being able to raise it. Hopefully he's okay. We wish him the best. Well, we bring you back to the field as we've got action in front of us following the holding penalty against the Warriors. I'll make it 1st and goal. Looks like from the 12, maybe the 11-yard line.
Star Spencer got a big break on that previous play. You know, obviously they lost their starting running back, so that's not good, but they were able to keep. Excuse me.
Satir to the right side. He's going to be brought down from behind. Oh, I expected a horse collar tackle on that play. I don't see it. No flag. Everybody on the Anadarko side is calling for it.
Yeah, but what I was saying, Grant, is that that you gave up the touchdown run, and then it got called back because of that holding penalty. So you get a little bit of a new life right now. If you're the Star Spencer defense, you get a new chance to keep them out of the end zone.
Pass to the right side. It's going to be pushed out. Just short. Visibly upset. Something. It's Joshane Mance. So 3rd down and goal from the 1. Clock ticking. Right around 5:30. Now the give, Satir. He's going to be kept by Talent, who cuts into the end zone. But a penalty flag in the backfield as another Bobcat is rolling around, and he'll get up angrily. This one might be coming back. Is against the Warriors. Will remain 3rd down as they get backed up. Looks like, go ahead.
Well, I was going to just say that. It looks like Anadarko may have caught the penalty bug as well. That's the 2nd touchdown that's been called back by a penalty. The holding the first time, I think that may have been a chop block. Is that right, Grant?
That's what it looked like.
This would be a big missed opportunity if they're not able to get 6 here.
Jesse Jackson exits the game for Star Spencer. Appears to have hurt his hand. Anadarko working 3rd and goal from the 16. Clock moving. Talent from the gun. Working with the read option, is going to be hit in the backfield, brought down after he turns it into a short gain. So 4th and goal. A long way to go.
Looks like Anadarko ran the same exact play that brought them the chop block on the on the previous play. Right there, it looks like Jacoby Talent, he makes the right read both times. He's able to pull it. It just looks like Star Spencer was ready for it that 2nd time around.
15 to go. And Talent in trouble is going to break away from the first tackle in the backfield. Now he's taking off to the pylon. Jacoby Talent breaks tackles, puts the spin cycle on, and scampers into the end zone on the left side for a Warrior touchdown.
I mean, that was impressive, Grant. That was impressive. He's able to spin away from one tackle, fight through arm tackle on another. And look at this. Now he's snapping the ball. Jacoby Talent is.
Like we said pregame, he's a talented fella.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now the extra point coming up to make it 33-0. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good as it sails through the uprights. 33-0. Desmond, let me hear from you.
Well, right now, Anadarko is clicking on all cylinders. And
Every single one.
Every single one of them. And unfortunately, Star Spencer just keeps putting themselves in difficult spots. And if you want any chance of winning this game, you got to turn that around immediately.
Oh, yeah, there's no more time left to spare, like you said. Turn it around immediately. 33-0, 4:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Anadarko holding on firmly to the lead. Star Spencer, who's shown glimpses, has yet to break the barrier due to self-inflicted harm. Bobcats prepare to receive. Going right to left. Again, like all gray uniforms, they look nice, don't they, Noah?
I'm really impressed by the helmet. The helmet really sticks out.
It is clean, yes. It's a very clean look. Warriors go a short kick to the left side, picked up by the Bobcats. Tough move, still on his feet. Boy, he's not on the roster, number 20, but man. No, you just had a cricket on your roster.
That is true. I wish that we had a camera back here so I could show the viewers. There was a cricket came through this window. Obviously, it's a beautiful night here in Star Spencer, Oklahoma, but we had some unwanted visitors just then.
So 1st and 10 coming up from the 43-yard line for the Bobcats. They trail by 33. Corian Morgan brings the man in motion. He's going to give a little trouble on the handoff, but he's going to take it, cut up field. Jalen Jones is going to be brought down after a short gain.
You know, I think this is the point of the game, especially considering just the score and the amount of time left, where you just got to try new things. Try new things and see if it works for you. What you've been working on in practice, what you've had traditionally, the inside runs, the deep shots. You know, you've had glimpses, like you said, but they just haven't been there. Right there, they tried the touch pass. I mean, it's worth a shot in my opinion. It just didn't happen to work out there for them.
Brad Neal being helped to the sideline as he went down on that play. 3:58 left on the clock in this third quarter. See where we stand after the official timeout. And like you said, you're just looking to try new things here. I don't know that you necessarily need to open up to completely new things. You've seen concepts and plays work and then they get called back, or you're like a step off from it working. It just seemed like the timing from Star Spencer has been off. Corian Morgan from the gun. Travion Barber to his left. He's going to give. Barber bounce it to the left side. Travion, big gain, first down, Bobcats. He's continuing to fight.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm particularly impressed by that run after he came off the field with the injury on that previous defensive possession. Continuing to fight. That's just what Star Spencer's mentality has to be right now. Not giving in to the score, but trying to put points on the board no matter what.
The give again to Barber. Jump cut. In trouble. Fight forward for an extra couple. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Now Morgan again from the gun. He's going to have 2 wide to the left, including Cameron Brown in the slot. Wouldn't be surprised to see a pass play coming up soon, but not yet. Barber takes it middle. Travion breaks through the gap. Secondary will finally be brought down past the 20-yard line. Will they give him the 19? Looks like they'll put him at the 20 itself. So in the red zone is Star Spencer. A big run. Well, they do scoot him up to the 19. How about that one?
And that's the run that we've been missing.
Morgan, the give to Barber again, up the middle, bounce it left side. Travion, still churning, is finally going to be pulled down. Big tackle from Caleb Shook, who just held on and twisted. No gain. Second down and 10 coming up. Josh Shane Mance in at the running back position. Morgan struggles with the snap, has to jump on the ball behind him. Snap was a little high, but still one you got to grab if you're Morgan. So he gets away from him.
Really puts your team in a tough spot here with a long 3rd down. And then in addition to that, you know, obviously down by 33, you're going to have to go for it on 4th down no matter what. Now you have to do it all without your star running back.
Third down, 16. Morgan from the gun. Mance to his left. Morgan drops back. Might be looking to the corner, and he is. That's Jalen Jones in the end zone. Jalen Jones, no call. Still no call. They're going to say he caught it. Touchdown, Jalen Jones.
There is the big play that we've been waiting for. The deep threat. Jalen Jones finally comes down with one. He's had great plays throughout this game. Now he finally gets a score. Let's see here. The ball skills able to catch it kind of behind the defender. Great work right there by Jones. Hopefully the Star Spencer Bobcats can build on this momentum.
They'll go for two. Morgan in the backfield. And to his right is Joshane Mance. Wouldn't be surprised if they hand it off here from the gun. Morgan steps back, looks to his left. Now he turns right, in trouble towards the corner. Got it. 2-point conversion is good. Star Spencer scores their first 8 of the contest. And with that, Richie, give him a little bit of time. Give him a little bit of time. Richie, what do you have?
All right, I want to bring up Jacoby Talent, as y'all said, showing his talent. 11 for 18, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns. Has the interception, kind of a fluky interception off of tip. A great play by Joshane Mance, not to take it away from him. And he also has 7 carries, 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has 4 total touchdowns. He's reminding me a little of Patriots rookie quarterback Drake May, running around, escaping, breaking sacks, making great throws.
Richie Overcash, thank you.
Richie always good for a good comparison.
Yeah, he loves the good pro comparison, the NFL player comparison. Isn't that's just Richie Overcash. That's just what he does. Star Spencer lines up, may look for an onside or squib kick here. The Warriors not really lined up for it, surprisingly. Bobcats ready to go for it. Hayworth will approach. Oh, he's going to kick it deep. Picked up, Malachi Beaver. He gets good blocks in front of him, and Malachi Beaver turns the Jets on, cuts to the sideline. Beaver still on his feet, finally drug out, but not before he reaches the 36-yard line of the Bobcats. He took off.
Yeah. Oh, well, there goes a balloon right in front of us.
The balloon's gone.
R.I.P. balloon. Well, anyways, back to the football game. Right there.
I get distracted easily. I'm sorry. Oh.
It seems as if Star Spencer should have kicked it deep. Looks like they would have given up less field position.
Well, they did kick it deep.
I meant onside.
Shouldn't have.
The balloon messed me up.
The balloon messed me up too. Give to the right side. Taking off is Pendarvis, and he's going to get a big gain for a first down. Choi found the corner there for the Warriors. Whistles blow with a flag on the field. This one against the defense is going to be declined. So 1st and 10 again for Anadarko, and first half defense for Star Spencer was stellar. In the second half so far, it's been a little lackluster.
Yeah, and I think that's because Anadarko has really just found what works in this game. They found where Star Spencer is weak, and they're able to exploit it, particularly on the outsides. And that's why they're having so much success. It's up to Star Spencer now to make the adjustment.
Talent under center. Drops back, looks to his left. Got a jailbreak screen. This one could have been cut open to the left side. Instead, going to the middle still for a big gain is Napoleon Camp. I thought if he cuts back towards the sideline, he's got a touchdown. But fun fact, he does not have eyes in the back of his head. So he'll take the short and 1 inside the red zone. 2nd and 1 inside the red zone.
I mean, if you're Star Spencer right now, your backs are up against the wall. I mean, once again, you need some sort of momentum play, some sort of turnover.
Give up the middle. Good enough for the first down. On the carry is Troy Pendarvis again.
The only, I know I'm a glass half full type of guy, but the glass half empty in me is saying just Anadarko has been so disciplined
in this second half, they haven't made hardly any mistakes, and even if they had, they've been able to overcome them. I mean, you're just going to have to, it's going to have to take a superhuman effort even.
Well, the Warriors going to be
now.
content to take it into the final stanza. 33-8 the score. Desmond, what do you think about that third quarter?
Well, you know, I want to go back to your glass half full, glass half empty kind of mentality right here. For Star Spencer, it kind of feels like that glass isn't very full at all. But you got 12 minutes.
That's true.
You got a lot of time left, but you got to get stuff done. You got to limit everything that's been killing you this game, the penalties. Just everything that's been happening has been inflicted on yourself. It really hasn't been. Now, credit Anadarko, they're playing very well. I will give them that. But Star Spencer has also been shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, that's a good point. Star Spencer's still hurting themselves. And yeah, you do get the 8 points on the board, but you look at the maybe 14 to 21 that you left on the board in the first half. If you have those, this is a wildly different ball game.
For sure. But remember, you still have time left. This is the break between the third and the fourth quarter. And what do you do between the third and the fourth quarter? Well, you have a water break, Des. You have a water break. You're able to maybe to refill that cup, maybe get it a little bit more full. That way you're able to recenter your defense. Maybe you get a stop here, maybe you get a turnover. This game is still in the balance right now. Anadarko hasn't won yet. They haven't won yet, and so hopefully if Star Spencer's able to get a stop here, maybe able to get a turnover, even if they hold them to a field goal, you still feel like you have a chance in this game.
I believe Noah Kent just called for a 90-yard scoop and score touchdown from the Star Spencer defense. Lock it in, lock it in. Talent under center. He's going to look and give up the middle. Caught in the backfield is Troy Pendaris, but he pushes ahead for a couple. Second down. Second and goal. Talent fakes the give, looks to his left. He's got no one to pass it to. Now he's in trouble. Talent pulled down deep in the backfield. Huge sack and a huge loss with it for the Bobcats.
Hey, it's not a 90-yard scoop and score, Grant, but for all intents and purposes, that's pretty much what you wanted there. I mean, Talent has been so good with his decision-making today. Right there, not a good one. He should have thrown it away, should have thrown it out of bounds when he had the chance. Instead, he's dragged down by the jersey, and now they're facing a third and 20, something like that, from your own 25.
I don't know if that was Aaron Tingle who got the sack, number 55, but whoever it was showed off some athleticism. Quick pass, left side, incomplete. Ball hits the grass. Fourth down and goal. Oh, man. From the 25.
If you think about it, Grant, there was a similar situation early in this game. I think it was actually on the first score of the game.
It was.
I mean, it wasn't a 4th and 22, but it was definitely a 4th and long. Anadarko was still able to convert. You cannot afford to have that happen if you're Star Spencer.
Talent from the gun, drops. He's got a wide open man in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Nobody near him. That's the result. Blown coverage and a touchdown for Malachi Beaver.
Star Spencer's sideline looking about as deflated as that balloon that was lost is looking about right now. I mean,
it was pretty inflated when it flew up.
Now, in 20 minutes, it's going to be.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That as deflated as the Star Spencer sideline, and rightfully so. That was a huge opportunity for the defense, and they're just not able to capitalize on it.
Boy, and miscue on the extra point.
As
Ferris Satir couldn't really get that one up. Richie Overcash, let's hear from you.
Yeah, Noah, I'm going to come at you for a second because I know
Uh-oh.
you're a glass half full kind of guy, but 25 points going in the fourth quarter. I think it's about building on what you can build on at this point. But Jacoby Talent, again, having a phenomenal game. His 5th touchdown of the game right there that went to, was it Malachi Beaver, who had his 2nd catch for 30 yards. And just a phenomenal game from all the receivers. He has hit 5 different guys 2 or more times in this game. An incredible game for Anadarko.
Thank you, Richie. Ben, how are you feeling over there? There is still time. Thank you, Ben.
Ben, a glass half full kind of guy as well, I believe.
I think you're just desperate for somebody to be on your side right now, Noah. Kick is away, and it's going to be brought in by Coriel Morgan. Well, there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is you're down big. The good news is you got the football. Let's make something happen.
Yeah, and obviously it's senior night, Grant. It's senior night. You don't want to just give up, right? You don't want to just kind of just lay down and let this final 10:35 in front of your home crowd just go to waste. Make some highlight plays, man.
Do something cool.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're down 31, but it's the game of football in the end. And
flea flicker? I want to see some trick plays. That's what I want to see. Morgan in the gun. Barber, who's left? He's going to send a man in motion. Now the give. Barber up the middle. He's going to lose at least 1, maybe 2.
It looks like Anadarko's defense was ready for that one, not fooled by the jet motion. They put Travion Barber in Richie's max security prison right there.
Yeah, they did.
Huge tackle for loss.
Now Morgan again from the gun. He's going to give to Barber. Travion tries to cut it up, spins away, still on his feet, pushing the pile forward. Gain of 4 or 5 for Barber. 3rd down coming up. You throw the football.
Dez says yes. Dez nodding his head, and I would have to agree.
Morgan working with 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Still Barber back there with him. He's going to look to his left and give. That's number 20. He's not on the roster. Loses the football. Picked up by the Warriors. It's going the other direction. Inside the 35-yard line. Anadarko's offense will take over.
Good catch by the white hat there.
It terrified him. Oh my gosh, I think his life just flashed before his eyes.
Those reflexes, though.
I mean, he jumped big. I bet that's the noise he made. 39-8, it's a 21-point game. Anadarko wants to extend that. So number 5 is actually Gabriel Butler, not Jalen Jones. Interesting.
This just in.
It's just in with less than 10 minutes in the 4th quarter. Now Anadarko working with their 2nd team. Sutter takes it up the middle. Good gain. Ferris will get 6 on that play, make it 2nd and 4. And Anadarko came in today to Twidwell Stadium and handled business. The first half looked a little closer than maybe the score of 19-0 showed, but so far in the second half, it's been all Warriors outside of the lone touchdown from Sarge Spencer. Now Zane Owens takes a snap. He's going to give up the middle. Boy, a big hit and a twisting tackle made. That was Jesse Jackson who brought down the ball carrier. Miles Wardo with the run.
Anadarko content just to run the ball, lead the clock. They're snapping the ball with single digits on the play clock, and you know there's no reason not to. Obviously, you have a 31-point lead. There's no reason to try to score quickly. You have this game in control.
3rd and 1. Zane Owens takes a snap from the gun. He's going to run to the right. He's got space if he breaks that one. He doesn't. Spins away and gets driven into the ground. We'll see where they spot him. It might be 4th and a foot.
I want to mention Zane Owens in a JV game 2 days ago had 400-plus yards and 6 touchdowns.
Through the air or on the ground?
Both. All-purpose yards.
All-purpose.
400. He's an incredible player, a freshman, up-and-comer for Anadarko. Keep your eyes on him as the years go on.
Richie Overcash, everybody.
Some in-depth stats from Overcash right there. We always appreciate Richie. But JV stats now,
awesome.
That's some professional stuff right there.
Zane Owens with a give up the middle to Elijah Peterson, and Peterson working the angle will get a big first down, and they bring him now with a flag on the field. They bring him in to the red zone. Not sure what the call is. It's on that far end. A little unsportsmanlike on the defense.
It's starting to unravel here if you're the Bobcats. You know, you give up that huge 4th and 22 touchdown. You're not able to do anything on offense, and now Anadarko driving as well. The unsportsmanlike adds on 15 yards. I mean, you know, even though you may be down 31, you still want to play the game of football right. You still want to take advantage of just the blessing it is to be able to be in this competition right now.
Well, so you're not quite in it. It's 39-8. Too far.
I mean, insult to injury, but
you know what? That's on me. That's on me.
You speak the truth.
Oh, 1st and goal. Whistles blow. You know, this is the final game that's going to be played in this stadium for 2 years.
Yes. I'm glad you mentioned that, Grant. I was just about to bring that up. Can you tell us what Coach Mo told us?
He said they're building the other one for the new school. So, hey, why not play there, you know?
Yeah, there we go. I think
that's all I know about the subject. I don't want to, you know. I could also be wrong. Maybe it's a renovations thing. I don't think so. But Coach Mo said it's going to be media ready at the new one. And how about that again? Zane Owens, the freshman, cutting through tackles. Boy, he's quick, isn't he?
Yeah.
Talk about speed.
Yeah, and I want to reiterate that at these minutes right now, they're not meaningless. And so, you know, even though, you know, it feels like the end result has already been set in stone, the way that you get there has not been. And so Zane Owens right now making a big impact right now on the offensive side of the ball. And, you know, there's still miniature victories to be gained if you're on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Hey, if you're watching right now, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for hanging around this long, but if you could hit that subscribe button, you have no idea how much that helps us as Owens takes to the right side. Owens with a block on the outside, still on his feet. Zane Owens, the freshman, just ran like a senior into the end zone. Anadarko fans, I think you got a good one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't remember seeing any passes from Zane Owens, but you know, you don't need any. You don't need any. When you have that type of quickness on the ground, you just give it to him 3-4 times on possession, you come away with a score.
45-8. Extra point on the way. Warriors hoping to make it 46. This kick is a little bit higher than the last. It is. It looks good, and it is. 46-8.
Well, Grant, you know what the great poet Shakira once said?
My hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie.
Mine don't.
And right now, I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips right now from the Star Spencer sideline. A lot of just, I mean, depression maybe. Just it's not going well for them. It's not going well for them. But listen, you have to compartmentalize that. You have to compartmentalize that. You can't look at the score right now on this offensive possession. Instead, you have to take it as an opportunity to get better. You have to take it as an opportunity to just improve. And so that's what I would encourage the Star Spencer offense to do right here on, like I said, on this offensive possession.
Noah Kent, the resident psychiatrist. Onside kick from the Warriors, going to bounce back. Did not even make it 5 yards. They'll make it 4. The backspin really hurt him right there.
I don't know about that, Grant.
A little bit interesting to kick it short.
Do you think that was a planned onside kick? Maybe a little bit of taking a page out of the Tennessee playbook?
Maybe. I don't know, though. I mean, if it was, I don't think you see the backspin on it. I think he just missed.
Okay. Well, either way, Star Spencer with good field position here.
I mean, you do get good field position. You're on the opposing 44.
Why lose 46-8 when you can lose 46-16?
Yes, yes, Noah Kent, yes. Morgan from the gun, give up the middle. Barber breaks through the defense. Barber, big gain. Keep the legs rolling, Travion, as we take under 320. I'm still excited. It's Friday night. Corian Morgan from the gun again will give to Barber. He's going to bounce it right side now, cut back upfield. Barber still on his feet, spinning, will be brought down shy of the 20-yard line, maybe at the 22. Oh, greedy spot from the referees. They'll give him the 23.
Travion Barber running like he's not down big, and that's what I'm really liking to see, or that's what I'm enjoying to see from him. He runs hard no matter the score, no matter the situation. I think a lot of players out there could take a page out of his book.
Barber up the middle again, still moving. Barber pulling defenders with him late in this contest. That's what you like to see. Like you said, a lot of people can take a page out of that book. This is just the guy that you want on your football team right now.
Yeah, there's a reason why he has the most yards in the state of rushing yards in the state of Oklahoma right now. And it's not because that he's gotten a lot of opportunities, which he has, but it's because he takes advantage of all those opportunities. He runs hard, and right there, carrying defenders with him for an extra 3 yards.
Morgan again, the give to Barber. He makes a cut, breaks to the right side, into the secondary. Barber lost the football. He drops down onto it. Oh, I'm starting to lose words. He's down at the 1 yard line. Oh, loud whistle. Flag flies.
What a throw again by the referee.
Man,
wow.
What is going on?
That flag went high in the air.
You think he played intramural quarterback in his college days?
I don't know, man, but with that arm, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, no.
Well, this one's going to come back. Josh Shane Mance into the game for Star Spencer. Barber's going to take a break. So unsportsmanlike against the Bobcats, and when you were lined up to score your second touchdown, you bring it on back.
That sequence right there, Grant, seems like a microcosm of what we've seen all game. Just, you had a big play, you had a big opportunity right there to score, and then now you're at the 16-yard line.
1:08 left in the ball game. 46-8. Star Spencer trailing. Big. What do you do here? You throw the football, you run it again. You've got Manson there. First and goal from the 25. Morgan drops back, throws towards the end zone. Morgan going to throw an interception. Napoleon Camp makes the grab in the back corner. And the Anadarko offense is going to take over. And now a discussion between referees. The clock will be told to stop now in the stadium. It shows 19 seconds. I'm sure that will change, but I don't understand what the discussion here is. I thought it was a pretty clear interception. Yeah, I'm not sure what this discussion is about. Well, here's the replay. Take a look. They do rule it an interception on the field. I'm just not sure where the discussion was, because, I mean, right here, I mean, I guess it's kind of close, but not really.
And that was just a strange play altogether, Grant. I mean, you had a running back.
Oh, hold on. They didn't call it an interception. They're going to give the ball to the Star Spencer offense. Okay.
Huh.
So first and goal, or rather second and goal from the 15. Morgan again looking to the end zone, same spot. Oh my goodness, did he catch that? There's a flag on the field. No signal. The side judge has not made a signal. He's just walking up. You have to call something. Well, there's a flag on the play, or they're going to talk about it. It looked like a touchdown to me. Did he drop it? Desmond says he thinks he dropped it. Here's the
right
replay.
here.
In the slow motion.
I think the ball hits the ground.
Yeah, maybe.
Unfortunately for Star Spencer. Great effort right there, but.
My thing is, there's 11 seconds left. The game's over, and this is now the second stoppage of why. Why? So they're going to put this one against Anadarko and move Star Spencer up again with 11 seconds left. Interesting. Interesting. Now Morgan, Travion Barber in the backfield. The question is now, do you try to get Barber another touchdown? Right now, he's working with 0 rushing touchdowns. Well, now they're going to move him back a little further. 11 seconds. Morgan on the pistol. He's going to give to Barber. Whistles blow. Flag on the play.
Comedy of errors right now, Grant. I think on all sides.
I know it's district play, okay? I know it's district play. I understand that there are mistakes being made. There are 4 seconds left It's 46-8. Richie Overcash.
This has been one of the most poorly officiated games I've
Whoa! Richie Overcash just got muted. Oh, man. Oh, man. 4 seconds left. 46-8. Star Spencer will give it to the right side. Barber going to be brought down in the backfield. Now the game is over. 46-8, the final score. Star Spencer drops this one, the first game of district play, the first game in 3A of district play. They lose it big to Anadarko. The Warriors came in to a team with a little bit of a question mark around them. Not many people really knew what to think about Star Spencer coming in. But now Anadarko feels like they've made a statement. They put their foot down. They moved to 4-0. They're undefeated. They've really turned things around from last season. Now the Bobcats look to respond in the future coming weeks. What do you think, Noah?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Gabe. This Grant.
Call me Gabe? Wow.
I got a little ahead of myself. All right, reset. You're exactly right, Grant. This was a statement game for both sides. Anadarko comes out, like I said, really makes a huge statement, wins by 38 points. I mean, I was mostly impressed by this number 10.
Talent.
Jacoby Talent. He was able to make the right reads, really just manage the game for his team, make sure that, even if they did make mistakes, that they were just able to overcome that. So really impressed by him. I think Anadarko has a really solid team, and I'm excited to see where they go from here. As far as Star Spencer, they fall to 2-2, excuse me. I'm struggling here.
Take your time.
They fall to 2-2, but it's still a long season. They still have time left. A winning season is still within grasp. I think that you just have to keep your head down and keep working. You've seen evidence of a great offense. It's just, and you've seen evidence of a decent defense as well. You just got to put it all together.
Hey, if you're still with us, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You have no idea how much that helps us. Keep the broadcast going for free to the viewers, as many schools as we're able to get to. And, like you said, tough stuff for Star Spencer, but they move on. As do we. Next week, we will be at Taft Stadium for the Northwest Class and against Piedmont game. That one going to be a lot of fun. We'll be live for that around 6:20 to 6:25-ish, a 7 o'clock kickoff. Some more Friday Night Lights at Taft. Going to get the light show a little bit, the LED light show. I'm excited for that. Hey, and Donna Tanner says, way to go, Warriors. You know what? That's well-deserved. That is well-deserved, Miss Donna Tanner.
That's exactly right. They didn't play a flawless game, but looking back on it, they might as well have, because they were able to overcome those mistakes. I mean, one of the biggest plays of the game felt like that 4th and 22 that they're still able to convert into 6 and to convert into a touchdown. It feels like a well-deserved win for them.
Well, 46-8, the final score, and I think that's going to do it for us as well here at Twidwell Stadium, and that's going to do it for Twidwell Stadium for the coming years. Final one here, senior night. But for Noah Kent, Richie Overcash, Desmond, of course, on the camera, multifaceted, an animal, Bryce Burns, and now look at
Ben Fuller.
Ben Fuller. How about that? Ben Fuller. I can't wait to see him be with us more often. I'm Grant McNew saying good night. We'll see you next time. Please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. We'll be back next week for Northwest Classic.
Everybody loves spending fun money. What would you do if TTCU Federal Credit Union gave you $200? Maybe something fun for someone else. Or something for you and your bestie. Now you can earn a $200 bonus just for opening a new TTCU checking account with direct deposit. Now that's fun money you can really enjoy. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.